Oh, sup, dudes? What's going on, man? Didn't see y'all there. How the fuck y'all doing, man? This is just my 2 cents here. It is, in fact, Monday afternoon on the East Coast, almost 4:30. Got the stream started a little bit late, but actually for me, man, under 10 minutes late. It's pretty darn good. So, as you've seen in the title, this is my UFC 261 recap. Holy shit, boys. Was that a fucking UFC card or what? I'm going to talk all about it at length. We're going to see how it goes, man. My wife and I did get our second Pfizer this afternoon around noon. So here in a little while, I might start feeling a little tired, a little hazy. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, man. I'd like to go for a few hours though, if I could. What's up, dude? What's up, Strummer? Hey, Bobo. Hey, we called it, dude. We called it, dog. Called that Usman by knockout. Hey, my man Strummer right here. We definitely gonna get to that. We definitely gonna get to that. But what's up, dude? What's up, dude? What's going on, man? Yeah, y'all come up in here, man. Y'all come up in here, have a seat, smoke something, drink something. Hope y'all are doing well. Like I said, it's 4:30 on the Eastern Seaboard. Gonna talk about UFC 261, man. Like I said, I did just get my second vaccine around noon, so we'll see how this goes, man. I feel okay. My arm is a little sore, but the first one wasn't too bad. So I don't know how. I don't anticipate the second one being much worse. So we'll see. But yeah, man, I hope y'all are doing well. Man, that was a fucking crazy card. We're gonna talk all about it. I definitely have some crow to eat. I definitely have some shit to talk. And yeah, we'll just I know that it's on everyone's minds. If you're a fucking hardcore MMA fan, I know that card left an impact on you. I know there's some shit you saw that you will never forget. There's some shit that I saw that I will never forget. Some images that will never be erased from my fucking long-term memory. I can tell you that right now. So we're gonna talk all about it. Like I said, I'd like to go for a few hours, but we'll see, man. I don't know. We'll see. But I hope you're doing well. Let's get right into it, man. Let's get right into it. Let me go through. I'm gonna get through the early prelims and the prelims as quickly as I can. I want to touch on everything. I want to eat the crow where I need to. I ate a good bit of crow during the fucking the early prelims and the prelims, man. But yes, I have some serious crow to eat on the main card, but I want to give every fight its just due. I want to make myself accountable for where I fucked up and was just downright disrespectful in some instances. I want to take accountability for that. I want to give credit where it's due to the fighters that won and lost, blah, blah, blah. So let's fucking do that, man. Let's fucking do that. Strummer says, I'll take the immunity shot, cure me of measles and smallpox, everything else, all-purpose vaccine. Haven't got it yet, though. Yeah, that'd be tight, dude. That wouldn't be bad. That would be pretty tight. But it's crazy, man, because it's not a cure, you know. It's definitely not a cure. You can still get COVID. Like one of my wife's good like close friend of hers works with the elderly, and so she was one of the first people to get approved to go get vaccines, and she got the COVID vaccine and still got COVID. Like it doesn't keep you from getting COVID. Don't get that twisted. It just it makes it less. It doesn't fuck you up quite as bad. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I don't want to get too far into that. That's whatever. If you don't want to get it, fine. If you do want to get it, cool. I'm not here to to fucking preach about that today. I'm here to talk about UFC 261. But I was just the only relevance to that is I got my second jab today. I may start fading as the stream goes on, but I feel okay right now. And let's fucking talk about UFC 261 because god damn it, boys, it was fire. Fire. And as sports fans, y'all know, man, we just can't help but be prisoners of the moments. That's how it works. That is just how the shit goes, man. You cannot help it. It's just the nature of it. But even saying that, I just want to say right off the bat, I think that UFC 261 was one of, I'm going to choose my words carefully here. It was and might be the craziest main card I've ever fucking seen. Best, I mean, I don't know if there were too many fights that you could say that's the best fight necessarily ever, but there were some crazy fucking finishes. I know that much. We can say, I know we can at least say that much. And I think that's one of the craziest, if not the craziest fucking main card I've ever fucking seen. Everybody, all the winners got finished. All the losers got finished in some fucking way. You know what I'm saying? All the winners got the finish. All the losers got fucking finished. Period. So we will definitely, I want to spend the majority of the stream really digging into the main card and definitely gotta eat some serious fucking crow in the main card. But I also want to take a little time to do the prelims and the early prelims. So let me stop yakking and get to fucking smacking about these early prelims. But I hope y'all are doing well, man. Hope y'all are doing well. 5 people in the building. Yeah. Strummer says best fight on the card for you. Which got fight of the night? To me, the most entertaining fight was Molina and Arichi Lang. That was the most entertaining fight. They both hurt each other. They both dropped each other. They were both close to finishing the fight. To me, that was the banger. That was the one that stood out to me as the best fight. Arichi Lang and is it Jeff Molina? I can't fucking remember his first name. But yeah, that was a good fight, man. That was a really fucking good fight. Yeah. That was your question. So yeah. So, dude, what's going on, my Irish brother? How in the fuck are you, man? Jabs to fights. Hey, no doubt, man. Technically, jab. A little play on words there. I like it. Owen Young, how are you, my friend? Yes, sir. Yes, sirree. Yes, indeed. We keep it international in this space lounge we got going on here, boys. This little Matrix space lounge here. But yeah, man, hope you're doing well, Owen. Did you, man, what did you think about those fights, bro? Owen Young, what did you make of UFC 261, my friend? Jeff, okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, good fight. Hey, man, yeah, he does, man. He does. Yes, indeed. Hey, because Arichi Lang is very powerful. Oh, nice, dude, nice. Hey, good pick, man. Hey, let's hear it. Let's hear it for him. Good pick, dog. I like it. I like that shit. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and get started. There's 4 people in the building. That's good enough for me, man. That's good enough for me. Let's get into these fights, dude. Because I thought they were fucking the main card was fucking insane. But there were some good fights. There were some decent finishes on the early prelims as well. So speaking of which, had a finish to kick the motherfucker off. And I will touch on this more and more as the stream progresses, but man, Chinese MMA kind of took a hit, man. The East Asian market kind of took a little bit of a hit. It's not an unrecoverable hit, but the stock went down a little bit for sure. There's just no question about that. It definitely went down for sure. Yes, sir. Jackie Boy, Northern England's finest in the building. What's going on, man? How are you, Jack? How are you? Tempted on Vargas? Yeah. The night the Chinese market died. Oh man, I can always count on my dude Jack for a clever fucking one liner. What's going on, Jack? Hope you're keeping well, my friend. Okay, yeah. So Ariane Carnelossi versus Liang Na. I did correctly predict the winner. Ariane Carnelossi gets the ground and pound stoppage. Liang Na will bounce back from this. Liang Na will be fine. Ariane Carnelossi is a good fighter. She does have a black belt in jiu-jitsu. She is powerful. She's strong. She has she has a tank frame. She kind of has like an Andrade frame. And she is a beast. So I'm not like, that wasn't incredible. I did see definitely some flashes of brilliance from Liang Na. I tell you what, against some people that do not have a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Liang Na she's gonna take some arms, she's gonna take some fucking throats, she's gonna get some chokes, and she'll bounce back from that. But yeah, that was definitely not how they wanted to start off the card for the Chinese fighters that were there, because it's a smart move from a business marketing standpoint. You've got your first ever Chinese champion. It's an opportunity to showcase other Chinese prospects, and yeah, I will talk about each one of the fights. And moving forward, yeah, Liang Na will be fine, man. I think just Ariane Carnelossi was a little bit too much for her, a little bit too well-rounded and too strong. Like Liang Na, I would say, work on the cardio. And I mean, who the fuck am I? I'm a fucking shiftless layabout. I'm one of these loser fucking mall rat kids. All right. I don't go there to work or shop. I just fucking hang out all day. Act like I fucking live there, and they have no respect for people with no shopping agenda. All right. So yeah, I mean, who the fuck am I? But still, if I was Liang Na and her coach or trainer, or whatever, just work on that. I mean, and look, your UFC debut, you're in another country. Probably the first time she's been to America, right? Probably the first time she's been to the United States. So you have to take that into account. She had a lot of fights, but she was crushing some cans. She was stomp, 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 clap, stomp, clap, stomp, stomp, clap, stomp, clap. You know what I'm saying? She was stomping on some cans, dude. So she did show that she can be a very real submission threat. She will choke the shit out of somebody for sure. But yeah, I mean, Carnelossi lost to Angela Hill because she got cut and the doctor stopped it. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're getting Angela Hill out of the gate. They obviously think pretty highly of you, and you crushing a Chinese prospect. Like, you know what I mean? You're using superior grappling and then your strength. So that was a good win for Carnelossi. I was tempted to go on Liang Na because she does have really good jiu-jitsu, but yeah, I'm glad Carnelossi got it done, got that one right. So yeah, hats off to Ariane, man. She interested to see who they give her next. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Jackie boy. I don't know what you're thinking about that one, Jack, but yeah. If you're new to the channel, check out my dude Jack Attack MMA. He is very, very astute at looking at future matchups. Jack Attack MMA is basically Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard's worst fucking nightmare. But yeah, Jack Attack does a good show with MMA prediction guru called The Aftermatch. So be on the lookout for that. Speaking of which, Jackie boy, if you wouldn't mind, in the chat, or if you just want to DM me or whatever, when is the next episode? Definitely let everyone know how they can get to that. But I digress. Let us move along further up this straight up card. The next fight, I got my first little taste of Crow, and this was a fight I just mentioned before. This is Arichi Lang and Jeff Molina. To me, this was fight of the night. This was the best fight, the most competitive fight. Although there were some crazy finishes, the main card fights were not competitive. They were pretty much fucking ass whoopings in one way or another. Asses were whooped. So yeah, that's what happened in the main card. And we'll get to that for sure. For sure. Okay, so Arichi Lang, Jeff Molina. I went back and watched this fight last night. Rewatched it, rewound parts that I want to really pay attention to. The first round was clearly Arichi Lang. Very powerful striker. Good grappling, strong. Pressure. You want to talk about a fucking pressure fighter? I don't know. I mean, I guess you could call him a swarmer. I mean, these are boxing styles of boxing, so it doesn't really apply. But he's not really. I guess you could call him a swarmer. Definitely a pressure fighter for sure, right? But Molina, man, he fought a great fight. But Strummer said it wasn't looking good. Arichi Lang definitely won round one. Round two, Molina started to up his volume. He started to pop his jab out there, and Arichi Lang, I can't remember what his nickname is, but he needs to change it to the Chinese Zombie. If Chan Sung Jung is the Korean Zombie, Arichi Lang is the Chinese Zombie. Chinese Mongolian Zombie. I forget his heritage, but yeah, because he just straight zombie walks forward into range and throws heat. And he's very powerful. So he won the first round, right? The second round, he just kept walking forward, and Molina just kept walking him onto these fucking right hands, and he got dropped, right? So Arichi Lang, he's starting to take over the second round, and he gets fucking dropped, right? He pops back up and drops Jeff Molina right back. Jeff Molina throws this leg kick, and he was that was more of an off-balance one, but he still dropped him. So Arichi Lang gets dropped, Jeff Molina gets dropped. Arichi Lang is starting to come back and win this. He gets pissed, and he starts to charge forward even more. So he gets angry zombie, and then he was composed zombie, and then he's angry zombie. So he gets angry zombie style and walks him down, and then he gets dropped again at the end of the second round, dude. So to me, I think you have to give the second round to Jeff Molina. There's just no, I mean, by my own scoring criterion, which is pretty much the UFC scoring criterion, what should be used anyway. Damage-wise, I know it's not exactly like boxing, it's a point. Every time you get sat on your ass, you lose. You know what I'm saying? It's a point. So, dude, fucking, I know it's not scored like that, but I mean, he got dropped twice, so I can't give him the round. So yeah, I gave that round, but and we're here, so I'll just go ahead and talk about it. So I've scored the second round for Jeff Molina. The third round, one of the judges gave that a 10-8 to Jeff Molina. It would have been a 10-8. And this is interesting because it would have been a 10-8 if the last 10 seconds of the fight hadn't happened. Because what happened in the last 10 seconds of the fight was Jeff Molina almost got knocked the fuck out. So that's something to keep in mind about Jeff Molina against a guy that has a little bit better defense and a little bit better counter striking. Because and Arichi Lang does hit hard, but when Arichi Lang, so what happened was he really started to paint him up in the third round. Molina, he really started to take over. He was starting to run away with it. He was starting to run away with the third round, and Arichi Lang got pissed, bit down his mouthpiece, and just went for broke. And he almost got it done. Basically, I think it was a right hand or maybe a left hook, but when he landed it, you could see Jeff Molina, his eyes rolled in the back of his head, and then he hit him again, and he had to hang on for dear life. I still gave that round to Jeff Molina, but dude, if you almost get knocked out, I don't care if it was 2 seconds of the fight. I don't care if it was a half a second of the fight. If you almost get knocked the fuck out, which to be clear, he almost got knocked the fuck out, you can't get a 10-8 round, man. I'm sorry, because A 10-8 round entails that you had dominance, damage, and you did that for the duration of the round. So I scored it 29-28 for Jeff Molina. I thought he won the third round. He did almost get knocked the fuck out, though, so that's not 10-8. Second round, you have to give to Molina. In the first round, you have to give to Richie Lang. So that's how I scored. I scored it 29-28 for Jeff Molina, and I will eat the crow there because Jeff Molina, for his debut, look, they're both debutantes, but I think, did Jeff Molina have a fight? Did he have a fight? I can't remember. If he did, it was one fight. Even yet and still, you owe me the cop. No, yet and still, Molina, he showed an ability to adapt in real time, to say, hey, this guy is pressing forward like a motherfucker, and that's what you do. You use a jab. A jab is an offensive and a defensive weapon. It is a range keeper. It is a swarmer's worst nightmare. So credit to Jeff Molina. I have to eat. This is my first taste of crow. Certainly wouldn't be the last for this card, but hats off to Jeff Molina. Now, Richie Lang, he'll be fine. And I tell you what, man, it's more that Jeff Molina was better than I thought he was, because Richie Lang's still a good fighter. Don't get it twisted. Richie Lang is going to knock somebody the fuck out, because not everyone has the ability to. I mean, Jeff Molina's got a pretty fucking good chin. Not only that, but he had good enough boxing, and he had a good enough movement, good enough lateral movement, and good enough cardio to keep a fucking Terminator like a Richie Lang off him. Ain't everybody going to be able to do that. And some people are going to get marched right into the corner and get knocked the fuck out, because that's where Richie Lang hurt him. He kept hurting him when he backed Molina up to the fence. And so that's what I thought about that one. But that was fight of the night, dude. That was a really competitive fight. They both hurt each other. They literally banged it out to the bell. And hell of a fight. So I'm going to keep my eyes on both those guys, Richie Lang and Jeff Molina. It was really close, but I gave it to Molina. I think the right guy won. So hats off to him. Crow for me. What's going on? Let's see what we got here. Hey, 7 people in the chat. Shout out to you. See what you do, and see, man, popping in the chat. What's going on, boys? How the fuck are y'all doing, man? Yes, sir. See, damn it, I missed a lot. My God, what a fucking slacker. I knew your father when he went here. He was a slacker too. Let's see. What y'all know about that Strickland? What y'all know about that Mr. Strickland? Is that Strickland? Jesus, didn't that guy ever have hair? But Carnelossi is the only dono bet to come through, man. Yeah, shout out to Strummer, man, and Noah with the dono bets, man. We have the inventor of the dono bet right there. That's the man. My old bud Banjo, if you need him. Right there. He's a picker. He's a grinner. He's a midnight sinner. He's a Sin City sinner. No, man. But Strummer, man. Strummer, hey, dude. Me and Strummer called that fucking call, just check out the avatar. We'll get to that for sure. Don't you worry about that. Don't nobody worry about that. We definitely gonna get to that. Carnelossi is the only donut bet that came through. Carnelossi is the truth and the GOAT all in one night. Bold statements, sir, but she's definitely a good fighter. Said Big Noah. Those Chinese fighters on the prelims were entertaining as fuck. I will say that though, man. Yeah, that's true. They didn't get the nods. It didn't go their way, but Liang Na definitely went for the finish, as did Richie Lang. And they were just bested by superior fighters. So, no shame in that. What can you do? Noah says, Sadu to the Strummer. Strummer says, Jack, I'm off to the weed factory soon. I've been compromised and need the good medicine. Hey, man, I like to hear that. Best of luck to you, brother. I hope safe travels, and hope you get some good medicine, man. Hope you get some good hybrid medicine, some good terps, dude. You get some terps and a high nice 20s, low to mid 20s THC, that fucking good shit. Or that crazy fucking wax and shatter and concentrate and live rosin and 7,000% THC. This one is like 450% THC. You take one hit and you fucking die and come back to life. And man, I don't know, dude. Time to blaze with the flower angels. Word up, word up. Just give me some good nugget, man. Just give me some good nugget with some THC in the 20s. Give me some Captain Crunch berries and Otter Power opportunity. I'm a pretty happy camper. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hybrid strains. Yes, sir. That's where it's at, man. That's where it's at. And good. You need the hybrid strains where the sativa part of it is uplifting. You can have the indica part of it be real powerful, because that's just, it's good for pain, chronic pain. But dude, weed is, you want to talk about pain, man? It's like there ain't nothing like edibles for chronic pain. It is, dude. It for real. So, okay, sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat here. I think we're going live in just under a couple hours. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hey, so check it out, man. Well, that just works out real nice. I tell you what, Jack, I will stream up until, so let me know when you're going live. Let me know when you're going live, if you wouldn't mind posting that in the chat. Yeah, I will be live up until that point, and then we can all head on over to the aftermatch, boys. The motherfucking aftermatch. Yeah, the fresh strains is where it's at. Molina seems so much smaller and less muscular. Yeah, that's true. Real Murder is back. Oh, we're definitely going to get to Storm Backery. We're going to get to Storm Backery for sure. Yeah, Storm is my dude. Higher fight IQ and better cardio for sure. For sure. Stromer has an idea. How about we do a dono? Ooh, nice. Getting a little action going already. Getting a little far going already. Getting a little far started already. Shit. Chat. I'm on a 4-bet dono win streak, boys. Talk that shit. Talk that shit, man. I'm a braggadocious motherfucker. I take accountability for my losses. I eat my crow every single time, and I don't make excuses about it. But I am definitely a cocky, arrogant prick. I'm a braggadocious motherfucker. What can I say, boys? What can I say? Who's that? 2 cents. What's he do? That's it. Just looks slick all day. What can I say, boys? What can I say? Since Jack Rowe, sup, dude, sup, gangster. 10-8 for Vargas next fight too. You crazy as fuck, dog. You about crazy as fuck. No, it might be. That's true. 2 cents. Probably talking about something I was saying before. Molina was reckless in the last 20. Yeah. Dude, and if he had that, but I will say this: if that hadn't happened, that could very well have been a 10-8 for Molina, because he really was starting to paint Arichi Lang up. Yep. Man, my fucking arm, dude. That is the one thing I cannot deny that about the fucking jab, dude. Is that fucking makes my arm sore as a bitch. Tough guy though. Yeah, hey, that was a great fight, man. They definitely, I think, and that is embarrassing, dude, that Dana White could not fucking pronounce Arichi Lang's name. Now, I didn't know how it was pronounced. I was pronouncing it Aori K. Ling. That's how I was fucking pronouncing it. Dude, this dude's about to fight. His name's Aori K. Ling, dude. He's about to fight this dude named Jeff Molina. Aori K. Ling is his name. No, it's Arichi Lang. But Dana, how did you not fucking know that? How did you not fucking know that, bro? You telling me that one of those fucking nerds didn't go up to you and tell you, Dana, actually it's pronounced, one of the little minions, one of your little fucking lap dogs didn't come up to you, actually, I don't mean to upset you, but it's actually pronounced Arichi Lang. Like, no, come on, man. Come on, dude. Come on, bro. But, yeah. Sorry, I'm just going to jump ahead. No, I don't want to. I don't want to, Jack. And see, that's the thing. I don't feel obligated, but I actually do enjoy that because I do think that you are one of the best in the game, if not probably the best matchmaker that I know. So I enjoy watching that stream, and I can't wait to see some of these matchups, dude, because that's one of my favorite things, boys. That is one of my favorite things. And shout out to the MMA Oracle on Twitter. Oracle MMA it might be, but yeah, the MMA Oracle. He's probably doing an online class. I don't know when shit is opening back up for them for the north side, for the Great White North. I'm not sure when quarantine or what lockdown is opening up for them. So he's either doing online classes or hopefully he's back in the gym teaching. But he asked what your favorite topics were to discuss MMA related. And my favorite is always title pictures because it's always in flux. It's always changing. It's ever like you can just endless speculation. There's endless debate that can be had about it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Jack thinks about the winners of the championship fights and also some of the prospects too. So the aftermatch is where I will be going. So yeah, Jack, just let me know whenever you're going live, and yeah, that's when I'll wrap it up because I'm saying, dude, I got that jab. I don't know when it's going to start. When it's going to start hitting me. I've heard a couple people saying that the second one is worse than the first. The second verse is not the same as the first, but you know that could be a bunch of fucking poppycock. So we'll just have to see about that. I'll be the judge of that. I was just saying one judge scored at 30. Oh, okay, I got you. I understand. I understand you now. So I was saying one of the judges scored at 30-26. He's drunk. He's might be drunk. Haven't had a good dig into the matchups yet, but I'm gonna do it after a coffee and a spliff. That sounds pretty straight up tight, bro. That sounds tight. Gangster's looking forward to it. Whose channel? I think it's Guru, right? It's on MMA Prediction Guru's channel. I think they do that, and then Jackie Boy does the premiere on his channel as well. So you get double coverage in case, which I think is a brilliant idea in case you missed it, kind of deal. And yeah, shout out to Jack Attack, shout out to Guru. Yeah, good shit. It's good. It's a good program, man. It really is. And like I said, if they, dude. Jack and Guru are like Maynard and Shelby's worst fucking nightmare, bro, for real. So yeah. Where are we? Now, this fight, next fight, where the fuck are we? Okay, here we go. As Noah was alluding to, the next fight involved Rodrigo Vargas. Probably rolling my R's a little bit too much on that. A little too much. Always, that's always been a problem of mine. Okay. Rodrigo Vargas defeats highly touted Chinese striker Zhu Rong by unanimous decision, I believe. This was another one where I felt that the right fighter won. I need to go back and rewatch it. I did not get a chance to watch this the second time. But I remember feeling like, yeah, Vargas got that. Now the intricacies of the fight, I didn't go back and watch it, so it's not as fresh in my mind as the Arichi Lang Molina fight. So I'd like to know what you guys thought about that one. If you thought that was a just decision. I remember thinking like, yeah, like he won, but 30-26. That's what I remember thinking, like, yeah, 30-27, 29-28, maybe, yeah, like what, like 30-26? Like where was the 10-8? Where is that fucking 10-8 though? There it is. Yep. I like that though. I like that fucking style. I like that fucking idea. Gangster says, what's next for Jorge? Retirement, or will he be sent to Bum League, Bellator, or PFL? I will definitely get more into that, but I'll just tell you right now, a little sneak peek. I think neither. I do this a lot. I am guilty of going to extremes with things. I'm guilty of hyperbole. It's just the nature of my shit talking and my I don't know. I just get excited and I take things and run with them sometimes. So I think neither. To answer your question, sir, I think neither. I think no. Look, it's Usman. It's Usman, and we'll definitely get into that. But the next fight, this fight, Vargas and Zhu Rong, I remember thinking that the right man won. Kasula Vargas. Uh, he, dude, he turned back another one of these highly touted Chinese prospects, and that's what I'm saying. Like, he's another guy that like he lost what he had one or two fights, and he, yeah. Let me go back. Rodrigo Vargas. Sorry, I'm trying to work on my Spanish pronunciation, and it's okay. Not that great though. Rodrigo Vargas, Tapology. I think he had one, maybe two fights, two UFC fights. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah, he lost two. He lost the first fight to Alex da Silva, and then he threw that illegal knee against Brock Weaver. Now, yeah. That's it. That's it. So he had more experience. And like I said, I mentioned before, you have to take into account these are not only are they debuting, but they're debuting in a country that they've probably never fucking been to before. And it's not like you're in the United States and it's a card in Mexico City or it's a card in Toronto or, you know, it's far, but it's still in the same, you know, landmass. It's on the same fucking continent. When you have to travel across an entire fucking ocean, that might, you know, first fight, international travel, just things to consider. It was the first fight for all three of them, right? Aoriqileng, Rong, and Na. So that was just something I was thinking about, something to consider. So he needs to meet up with Whitman to learn how to make them pay for that leg kick. Yeah, I think Rong won the. I think Vargas. Yeah, that's what I remember. Vargas clearly winning the first two, and then the third being close. Hey man, Whitman, you have to unlock the key, man. You have to speak a certain challenge code. You have to have a certain. You can not just anybody can walk up and be like, "Hey, Trevor Whitman, train me." Nah, he has to like your shit, and he has to have a certain. Whitman and his fighters. I'm going to dig a little bit more into this as it goes on, but Whitman and his fighters. Shout out to the 8 people in the building. If you're just joining me, it's just my 2 cents talking about the UFC 261. I'm in the middle of was in the middle of eating crow about Zhu Rong. I picked Zhu Rong. I was wrong, but nah, man. Fucking corny dad jokes aside, Zhu Rong did show some promise, and Kasula Vargas was probably a little overlooked. Was overlooked by me. Kasula Vargas is a good fighter. This is his third UFC fight now, and like I said, he just turned back a seriously touted prospect. And yeah, man, but I think Zhu Rong will be fine, man. He'll bounce back. I think he's got a good attitude. Like I said, he did keep the third round close, so it's not like he's a guy that's like, oh man, he's a 1-round fighter or anything. Nah, he'll win some fights. He'll definitely win some fights. So, but yeah, shout out to Kasula Vargas. Got to eat the crow there. This crow's for you, sir. Chew it down. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, shout out to Kasula Vargas, and yeah, Rong will bounce back. Now, where are we? Where are we? Who are you? Who are you? Now, that was the calm. Now let's talk about the storm. Motherfucking Danai Storm Batkery. fucking smokes Kevin Natividad. I did get this one right. I did predict Bakary to win this fight by knockout. Kevin Natividad is a good fighter, but against these guys that can crack, he just doesn't have the durability. They just, and look, this is not a knock against Miles Johns or Danaa Bakary, but if those guys are fucking starching you, man, that it's just not going to happen for you, that weight class. Like, that's too dangerous. That's too fucking filthy of a weight class. So maybe for Natividad, I don't know, man. Like, it's just only matchups against guys that are not like, maybe either go to the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world, or it's just going to have to be matchups against guys that aren't heavy-handed, or he's just going to get starched. So, yeah, tough loss for him, but yeah, Bakary, I want to see him. He's had a few fights now, and I think that he's getting a little bit more used to. This is what, his third fight, so that's 3 fights. He's 2-1, and I want to see what the future brings for him. I'm going to be very much looking forward to the fucking aftermatch for this one, bro. I'm very interested to see who Jack and Guru think will be next for Danaa Bakary. That's that's bantamweight, right? So I want to see. That's an interesting fucking division, man, and it's one of the deeper divisions for sure. So, where are we? Jack says, I've seen this kid at 9,100 on DK. I was like, what the fuck? He's debuting at 21. Yeah, that's a little wild, man. They really, man. That's for the gamblers out there, for my gambling buddies, for my DJing buddies out there. Hey, dude, these overhyped prospects, man, going in, even if it's a guy that has like 3 fights and he's lost a couple, because what happens is they'll give a guy that's whatever, a prospect or a good regional fighter. They'll give him his first fight against a good fighter, a decent fighter. He'll lose. Then everyone was like, oh, fade this guy, right? Then he gets another fight against sort of kind of the same level, and it, like sort of like what happened. Like, he's had a couple fights, he hasn't looked the best, hasn't looked the worst, and then they give him this highly touted prospect. Man, you can jump all over that shit. These untested guys against someone, even if it's a guy that hasn't had a lot of UFC fights, even if they've had a couple, that is enough to get that octagon rust off. Because I think that's real. I don't think it's always like the make or break thing. Like, I think it's the octagon rust can be shaken off, seems like relatively quickly when you start getting punched or kicked. Like, it's like, oh shit, I'm in a fight now. It doesn't, no matter what my nerves, fuck my nerves. Like, it's okay, it's a fight now. So I think that rust is real. So, and you always got to consider the activity too. Like, that's always a good spot. It seems to me that's always a spot that I look to pick. Like, I was all, and that's not exactly the case here, because Natividad had a couple UFC fights too. But man, I want to see Storm against someone that's a little bit tastier of a matchup, you know. So that's but yeah, good win for Storm Bakary, holding it down for Mongolia, man, holding it down for motherfucking Mongolia. So that was awesome. Good knockout to headline the early prelims, and yeah, so I went 2-2. 2-2 on the early prelims, boys. Owen thinking out loud here, but why do some folks avoid the prelims? It's casual shit. That is proper casual stuff, my friend. Like, it's, and to be fair, I was a casual at one point myself. I would literally say shit like, dude, I don't give a fuck about, and it wasn't that long ago either. I've only been I've been watching UFC since 2007. I've only been a hardcore UFC fan since probably 2016, 2017. And really, really hardcore only like the past few years. So it's not like, yeah, I've been watching UFC I'm an old fucker, man. I've been watching this shit for a long time, but I haven't been like serious about it. I didn't really start paying attention to prelim fighters myself until about 3 years ago. I had another channel. I had my old channel. I would do predictions on that as well. And that's when I started like, okay, I got to start, because I didn't even start with the full card on that. I would only do the main card. And it was like, okay, I'm gonna start looking at these prelim fighters and doing full card breakdowns, doing deep tape study, that kind of thing. I've only been doing that for a few years, but that's what it is. That's what it is. Like, they're like, I've never heard of this guy. I don't give a fuck about someone. Like, if I don't know their name, if they're not a household name, and that's just a casual mentality. It's not like, I don't say casual in a bad way. I'm casual about a lot of shit. I'm a casual NBA fan. I'm a semi-casual NHL fan. I'm wanting to become more of a serious fan, trying to. I am a casual. I think of another sport I'm a casual with. I'm a serious football fan, American football fan. I'm kind of a casual soccer or football fan. Like I said, I support Bayern Munich, and like when it roll, obviously if the United States is in the cup, I'll support the US, but I'm a German national team fan. But yeah, I'm not a hardcore about everything. So I don't say casual necessarily in a bad way. But anyway, I digress. Glad I watched Anik's interview on Junkie, or I wouldn't have known the interview about the coaches not being there. Yeah, that's always something to consider too. Salud. Sense, Jack, Noah, Owen, and Cholo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, Bobo? What are you doing? Jack says, "What's up, ear?" Back. That is phonetically. I saw my dude Spicy in there, and the fucking chat jumped on me again. Salud. What are you doing, Bobo? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh shit! Everyone starts as a casual. That's true. Everyone starts as a casual. Not too many perfects for me, but you went 11 and 12. Hey, good job, Ear. That is a good fucking job, man. Yeah, Ear's been having some good cards lately, man. He really has. Jack says I got 7 out of 13. He's got mashed on bets and DK. 8 out of 13? Casual everything but MMA. Yeah, I'm a casual on a lot of shit. I'm a casual country music fan. I'm a semi-casual metalhead. I wouldn't call myself a metalhead, but I know about some metal. I know of it. I've dipped I've dipped one pinky or two into that pond, but I wouldn't call myself a metalhead. So I'm kind of a casual metal fan, Went 7 and 6, lost all money put up on DK. I'm sorry to hear that, boys. I'm sorry to hear that. I went 8 and 5. 8 and 5 myself. Hardcore at life. Ear says I'm a hardcore at life. You fucking jobbers. Chilling, dog. Chilling. Okay, let me fucking reload this thing, and let me move on to this. We're at the prelims now, boys. We're at the prelims now. We're getting ever so much closer to the main card. Still got a bunch of crow to eat. Still got some shit to talk. I appreciate all you joining me. I'll get through this shit and I'll open up the panel because it was so crazy, man. And keep in mind, Jack and Guru are going live here not too long from now. And I'm going to be sure to check that out. So I encourage you all to do the same. Like I said, Jack, just let me know if you know a ballpark time, and I'll be there, man. Okay, we kick off the regular straight-up prelims with not Crow for me. I got this one right. Pat Sabatini defeats Tristan Connolly by unanimous decision. I thought about taking Tristan Connolly. I really thought about picking Tristan Connolly, and I'm so glad I didn't. I got to give it up to my man Ear, because I believe it was either Ear. I think it was Ear. Pretty sure it was Ear that told me about Sabatini. Might have been Noah, but I'm pretty sure it was Ear. That was telling me about Sabatini, that his striking was getting better, that he was. I knew he was a good grappler, but he said that like I didn't know how good his wrestling and shit was. Pat Sabatini is definitely someone to keep your eye on. I'm glad that I paid attention when Ear and other people were mentioning that, because I'm not someone that makes picks based on other people's picks. I don't really tail people, but that kind of thing will be like, okay, I'll keep an eye on this. I'll check this out for myself. That kind of thing it steered me in the right direction, and I got to give him credit, man, because he's the one that opened my eyes to, yeah, maybe Sabatini could do this. Checked it out, said, yep, you know what? I think he's going to get it done. So, yeah, appreciate you, bro. So, yeah. Noah says it wasn't me. Jack says I'm actually quite well versed. And yes, you are, sir. Yes, you are. And I really like that about you, Jack. I'm definitely a music and movie snob. I definitely consider myself a film buff. I want to get back into the 2 Cents Entertainment Center. I said I was gonna. I watched Sin City a couple times over, reviewed it. I was going through and like putting down the scenes. I went so far as to put down all the scenes that I thought looked exactly like a comic book, because that's what I think is one of the coolest things about that movie is a movie that really does fucking look like a comic book or a graphic novel, whatever. And I had done that, and I was going to review Bush 16 Stone as well. I listened to that, but and I do want to get back to that at some point, but I just don't know, man. I've been wanting to kind of scale things back as far as my online activity on Twitter and stuff, but I don't know. We'll just see, man. I've definitely been spending way too much time on Twitter. Owen Young says prelim game. I'd rather spend more time on you. I'd rather be on here talking to you fine gentlemen than, because I'm a toxic motherfucker on Twitter, dude. I'm the fucking toxic Avenger. I'm a prick. I like to wind people up and talk shit. And yeah, I'm a fucking ass on Twitter. And I just need to spend less time on there because, I get lost in that shit sometimes. Noah says I'm a by God red-blooded American. I'd rather make my own by God picks and be wrong and copy others and win. I'm with you, Bobo. I am, dude. We are absolutely on the same page with that. I would much rather be wrong with my own dumbass picks for my own dumbass reasons than because then I can't blame anybody else and I don't have to give anybody else credit when I'm right. So yeah. I completely concur with that. Here says, yep, I had a good night. Next card is Sketch Fest. So many bums. It's going to be a bum bash, says Ear. Jack says, yeah, me too. I've been watching a lot less MMA content recently and less Twitter. Dude, I've been getting back into some entertainment shit, man. I've been watching Invincible, loving it. Okay, so Invincible, dude, the last episode, if you guys haven't been watching that, do yourself a favor. It's if you like superhero shit and like violent like superhero shit like The Boys and stuff like that, definitely watch Invincible. The last episode was really, really fucking good. It was much better than the one before that. I thought the episode before that was kind of a bit of a misfire, but this past episode, this most recent one, that it was the hot shit. So yeah, Invincible is dope. I've been getting back into Castlevania. Restarted. I was right in the middle of season 3, and like it wasn't that I like got disinterested. It was like other things came up, and I started like shit started cranking up again with YouTube and stuff. So and the move and everything. So that didn't help. But getting back into Castlevania, it's so fucking good, and they're canceling it after 4 seasons. But I think they might move it. I think it might move to a different platform. But Castlevania, getting back into that. So yeah, I've been on Twitter more than I want to be, and I want to be spending more time doing shit like that and just spending more time with my wife. So anyways, enough about me. Happy 420 to me, says Ear. Shaka, brah. I can definitely relate to that. Shaw, thank you kindly. Have fun in your final remaining years. Have fun fucking Jules. I will. Shout out to my dude Bro Picks wherever you are. I know he's a big super bad fan wherever the fuck he is, man. No, he's keeping them old convicts in line, man. Shout out to my dude Bro Picks. Coach of the year. Oh, for sure. For sure. Khabib will be next year. Man, I would love if Khabib did that. I hope that Khabib stays retired and just gets into coaching because you can tell that he has that thing that his father had where he just commands that respect and he can really, especially those Dagestani wrestlers, man, he can really get through to them. But yeah, Khabib, I think Khabib, if he sticks with that and really dedicates the rest of his MMA life towards coaching, dude, he could go down as a legendary coach. For real. Whitman versus Krause for coach of the year. Well, right now, it's Whitman by a mile because he actually has champions. Excuse me. And he gonna have another one named Justin Gaethje, boys. I tell you what. Yeah, man. Gaethje gonna get that strap. I know y'all think I'm crazy. Khabib is 100% following in father's footsteps. Alhamdulillah. I think that's what it is. Alhamdulillah. And what's the other one? Inshallah. Yeah, if Allah wills it, man, we'll see. But yeah, I think Khabib could be a great fucking coach, dude. That's about all the Arabic I know. Just saw Bro Picks locked in 3 units on JSP. 10 people in the building, dude. I always love to see those double digits. Shout out to all you guys, man. I appreciate it. It's just my 2 cents. We are into the prelims, boys. We're talking about the prelims of UFC 261. I did not have to eat crow on that Pat Sabatini pick because I picked Pat Sabatini. And he fought a really good fight, dude. Really well-rounded fighter. He's getting better with the striking, as Ear had alluded to. And yeah, definitely got my eye on him for sure. Sado, dude. Sup, Jimmy? How are you doing, Bobo? Says, I'm on Pierce too. Is that what it is? Something Pierce? Jonathan Pierce, is that what it is? JSP? Jonathan, whatever it is, Pierce. After that card, for sure, ending leg kick spam era. Why? It showed you both. It showed you the benefits. It showed you the benefits and the detriments. It shows you the risk and the reward. There's a risk to throwing leg kicks. There's a reward to throwing leg kicks. And I do want to speak on, particularly on the opening fight of the main card in depth because of some of the things that Dana said. So I want to know what you guys think about that. We'll get to that. I'm getting a little ahead of myself as I am one to do. I'm a space case. I apologize. Let me refocus here. But shout out to the 8 people in the building. Okay. Got to eat a good piece of crow here. And this is the fight where I was like, come on, man. Come on, dude. Come on, Carl. Come on, bro. Why are you trying to get cute with Brendan Allen on the mat? Why are you trying to prove that you're a slicker grappler than fucking Brendan Allen? That's all he do. Why would you engage Brendan Allen on the fucking mat? You saw what Sean Strickland did to him. What, you can do the same thing. Brendan Allen wanted no parts of you on the feet. You cracked him a few times, and he said, But you go and try to heel hook a guy that's a black belt and is dangerous as fuck when you clearly have a strike. You're the kickboxer, bro. Why are you trying to have a heel hook contest with Brendan Allen? So, yeah, fucking duh, Brendan Allen heel hooks your ass. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Like, God, Carl, like, damn it. Gotta eat the crow, though, man. Gotta give it up to Brendan Allen. Fucking that, God, man. I'm an Arkansan, boys, and it's really, I really struggle sometimes. Like, you don't understand unless you're in the SEC, unless you're an SEC fan, unless you're an SEC football fan, you just don't understand, dude. The Arkansas LSU rivalry. Look, I went to Arkansas briefly. I have family that went to Arkansas. I have multiple members of my family that have their names etched in stone on the walkways of Old Main at the University of Arkansas. I bleed fucking Cardinal Red, dude. That shit's in my DNA. And then my family, my other family, generations of those motherfuckers went to LSU. Generations of them. So it's a family rivalry, dude. So yeah, the shit gets a little testy with Louisiana shit and Louisiana fighters, and I hate having to give them credit. I hate it, but I have to give credit where it's due. Fucking Brendan Allen gets it done, submits Carl. Very questionable fight IQ Roberson. He's so talented, dude, and he was fighting a decent fight, but it's just like why would you give Brendan Allen? Because Brendan Allen was like, oh, you're trying to heel hook me, bro? I'm the grappler. No. You forgot. I'm the grappler. Here you go. Let me show you how it's done, bud. Let me show you how you actually fucking heel hook somebody. And then that's what he did with like seconds left in the first round. Fuck, dude. I was so upset. I was so pissed about that, dude. I was so fucking pissed about that. Oh, that fucking... Oh, I was a hot little potato, man. I was a hot little potato. Dry Spicy disagree. It's here to stay. And it's why, yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, I know, dude. I'm a fucking idiot. Why is Carl? Why, dude? Why, bro? Why would you ever do that in a world? Why in a world would you do that in a world of life? It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand it. It's beyond me. Why, like, yeah, the leg kick thing is interesting, man. The leg kick thing is an interesting debate. And I know that some people are joking when they say like ban them. But look, there's a risk and there's a reward, and there's a defense. There is a counter to leg kicks, and it can have very devastating consequences. So yeah. But that's an interesting debate, man. We can have a debate about that, boys. If anyone would like to come in and because I'm not really bullish one way or the other. So if there's two people that feel strongly about it one way or the other, hey, I'll host a debate, boys. I'll host a debate because I can see, I'll at least let people have it out. But yeah, so shout out to Brendan Allen. I got to eat crow on that one. Carl Roberson is a good fighter, man. He really is. Like, Carl Roberson has all the skills to pay the bills. He has good offensive wrestling. He has good submissions. He takes the back and gets chokes really well. He has really good kickboxing, good distance management, good counter striking, even moving backwards. And if he kept that fight on the feet, he was going to knock Brendan Allen out, dude. I really believe that he was, but. Of course, man, if that's what you thought you were going to do, you were never going to win that fight. You really thought that I don't understand that, but it is what it is, man. Okay. Now let's talk about a little bit of a sketchy one, boys. What say, let's talk about a little bit of I don't fucking know, man. Dwight Grant allegedly beats Stefan Sekulic by split decision. Let me tell you exactly what happened from my point of view. I watched this. First of all, I picked Dwight Grant. I watched this fight. I have not watched it back. So if you watched it recently, if you watched it today or yesterday, let me know. I remember watching this fight and I was hot. Oh, I was fucking hot. I was so pissed at Dwight Grant. I was just, I was mad. And I remember I got up. I was sitting there watching it with my loving wife, and I was so mad. She's like, "What?" And I was like, "He lost his fucking fight. He lost his fight. I'm pissed. Fuck me. Fuck me up my stupid ass, basically." And then I turned the volume down. I was like, "Fuck this shit." I went in the other. I stormed off into the other room. Came back, and Dwight Grant had his hand raised, and I was like, "Whoa, dude." Bro, Dwight Grant did not win that fight. I got to go back and rewatch it, but I remember thinking, 2 cents, Bubba. You just got away with one, Bubba, because dude, I will just take that one and run with it as fast as I can because I do not want to revisit that. And so you do not want to go back and start dissecting that fucking cold case because that was a sketchy one, man. I don't really see how Dwight Grant won that fight. But I mean, I'll take it. I'll certainly take it. There's certainly been some decisions where I was just steaming hot because I was so certain the other guy won. Like, I've definitely been robbed. I've definitely been robbed this year more than a half a dozen times. So do I feel bad? No. Fuck no. But, dude, Grant did not win that fight. So thank you. Horrible judging. Idiot, incompetent motherfuckers. Thank you. I surely appreciate it. But yeah, he didn't win that fight, dude. He didn't win that fight. No way. No way. Yes way, Ted. He did win. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K if Dwight Grant won that fight. Allen bad fight IQ was going to gift. Dude, he was. That's the thing. Allen is a bobo too. Allen is a knucklehead too. He's a fucking numbskull. He will just march forward and try and bang. He was trying to do that with Carl Roberson. Disengage with the grappling. Why would you ever try and grapple with Brendan Allen? And I get it. Brendan Allen's good. You get the takedown. But still, dude, get back to you. And Carl Roberson has shown an ability, even against Wellington Turman, who is a pretty good grappler in his own right. He's a greenhorn, and he's another guy that has questionable fight IQ. But, dude, like, he reversed Turman almost every time Wellington Turman ended up on top of him. Now, it's a different fight. It's a different matchup. Obviously, Brendan Allen has a different kind of top pressure than Wellington Turman. But still, man, like, why didn't Allen is a guy that accepts that kind of shit. He will just fall back into his guard. Why didn't you just use that to sweep? Why didn't you use that to sweep and get back to your feet, or just get to your feet and when Allen gets up, hit him with uppercut him into the fucking rafters, or catch him off guard and throw a high kick as he tries to run away? Something, man. But you try and heel hook Brendan Allen, a black belt? Of course you're going to lose that one. Man, and Allen's not stupid. I joke about that. I'm just joking about his fight IQ. He's a smart guy. He has a college degree. Like, it's just fucking, and that doesn't make you smart. I know having a college degree doesn't quote unquote make you smart, but he's not a dummy as far as scholastic shit. But fight IQ, nah, man. But you can fucking Jedi mind trick Brendan Allen. Trust, you can fucking Jedi mind trick Brendan Allen. But if you give him, you just literally just gave it to him. He was giving it to you, but you were like, nah, bro. Nah, you have this one, man. You fucking have this one. There you go. Brendan Allen, all right, that's good, Bo. I'll take her, Bo. You know, that was frustrating, man. You want to know how I feel right now? It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. Calf kicking game is major. It's a major development in MMA striking. Leg kicks will definitely have a purpose, but Jorge and Zhang, most of their strikes were kicks to the leg and got timed and countered. That is also how my favorite fighter, my dude Justin Gaethje, got knocked out by that fucking bio rat Dustin Poirier. Rotten son of a bitch bastard. That's what he did, man. He leg kicked him too much. He was spamming those leg kicks, and Poirier said, nope, I got something for you. I got this left hand. I'm going to fucking pop you right in the chin with it. And that's what he did. Knock my dude out. Sad state of affairs, boys. Broke my fucking heart. Broke my damn heart. Pissed me the fuck off, man. It really did. That shit pissed me the fuck off. But, hey, you throw those leg kicks too much, man. You throw naked leg kicks, you will get fucking countered. You will get punched right in the fucking face. You're going to be off balance. And, yeah. Look, dude, happened to Gilbert Burns. It happened to fucking Justin Gaethje. It has happened to countless fighters. Throwing a naked leg kick and blah! Hey. Way she goes, buddy. Way she goes. Dwight Grant was looking like Alsan out there, yeah. You slap, you fucked. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I didn't see Grant win either, but I'll take it. I'll take it, man. I'll fucking take it. Nicky elbows. What's going on, Nick? How are you doing, brother? How are you doing? Says, sup, boys. The Shoey King is in the building. The Shoey King is in the building. He broke my heart, and he broke his jaw. Yes, Charlie Tweeter, he sure fucking did. Broke my damn heart, broke Justin's jaw. Pissed me right off, man. Pissed me off, man. Oh, God, I love that fucking meme where that dude is watching the fucking fight, you know, fucking watching shirtless, all pissed off. But I can't remember what the original fight is, but he fucking busts that TV in, dude. Pops it. Shit pissed me off, man. That shit pissed me the fuck off. But what can I do? What can I fucking do, man? And the hate has never died. The hate is never. I hate Dustin Poirier and Alexander Volkanovski so much. Not really, but I just do. I fucking hate them so much. Not really, but I do. He broke my heart and he broke his jaw. Let's see. Bet Grant live at even money got lucky. Hey, dude, sometimes it's better to be lucky than right. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than right. But you know what I find? The more I practice, the luckier I get. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know. Nick said he had a nightmare of Weidman's leg last night. That is fucking beautiful, my friend. He kicked a tree and his leg snapped in half. Oh, man, that is great. Dude, one of my buddies I used to work with, he said, yeah, dude, I got this friend of mine. He's trying to get into, he's like, this dumbass, he's trying to get into fucking, into Muay Thai. He said, hey, dude, all you got to do is go out and kick trees. He said, this dumbass kicked a tree and fucking broke his leg. True story, man. This dude, I knew the guy who he's talking about too, and sure enough, man, went and looked on his Facebook, and he had a fucking cast around that time. But yeah, dude, that's crazy though. That's fucking hilarious. Had a dream that you broke your leg in half, huh? Then Nick woke up and he said, nah, my shins, bro. My fucking shins. You ain't breaking these shins, bro. But man, that was so gnarly. That I will never, bro. I'll definitely get into that when we get to the main card, but my God, as the great Adam DeMamp once said, karma is for real. Karma is for real. Brutal. Walked away with it flopping, dude. God damn. Nick, brutality. Don't punish me with brutality. Hit no distance. Dog. What's going on, Billy? Yep. PSR in the building strong. What's going on, boys? Yes, sir. Shout out to the boys at Pub Sports Radio. They were doing their thing on Pub Sports Radio Live on YouTube. That's Pub Sports Radio Live on YouTube if you're interested. They always put on, in my opinion, what's one of, if not the best fight companion. Incredible. Yeah, y'all did a great job, man, as always. So shout out to the boys at PSR doing the damn thing. So yeah, let's do the damn thing on this card. card. Let's continue to work through this card so we can get into the meat and potatoes of this motherfucker. Get into the meat and potatoes of this motherfucker. All right, here we go. I got lucky with Dwight Grant. I'll take it. Did not get lucky with this one. This one more or less went how I thought it would. I think I did have, I did have, I did not pick a finish in this one, I don't think. I think I picked Randy Brown by decision. I think that's what it was. But, hey, Randy Brown, he doesn't check leg kicks. He's definitely going to have to work on that. But he's got nice boxing, dude. And I'm trying to think, man. Cowboy Oliveira, he's only been knocked out one time, but he got dropped like a sack of fucking spuds by Randy Brown. Randy Brown hit him with a nasty crow hop 1-2, sat him on his fucking ass, got the submission. Randy Brown looked great in that fight. He looked great because, like I said, Cowboy Oliveira is a tough guy to put away. He really is. And yeah, Randy Brown got the job done. I was a little worried about that fight. I'm not going to be. I'll be perfectly honest with you boys. I was worried about that fucking fight. But yeah, Randy Brown got the job done. Got that one right. Didn't have to eat crow there. That one felt good, man. So yeah, that's another one where looking forward to the aftermatch. Shout out to Jack Attack MMA and MMA Prediction Guru. I'll be looking forward to seeing what those boys have to say about Randy Brown and what's next for him. Because Cowboy Oliveira, it's a decent little win. It's not bad at all, man. Not a bad win at all, boys. Now, here we go. We've gotten through the prelims. Holding strong. 8 people in the building. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to each and every one of you. Gentlemen, let's talk about this fucking main card. Let's talk about this fucking main card of UFC 261. Holy shit. Holy shit. I mean, goddamn. In just about every way that a motherfucker can get beaten, they got beaten and knocked out. Fucked up legs, getting brutally ground and pounded into the crust of the earth, getting fucking head kicked, getting fucking sparked by a good old clenched fist. If you like knockouts, the main card of UFC 261 had it all. If you like a variety of different kind of stoppages and knockouts, UFC 261 had it all. I don't feel too crazy saying this. I'm definitely crazy, but I don't feel too crazy saying this. UFC 261 is the craziest card I've ever seen. I'm having a hard time. I'm talking about just the card, just the fights. Now, yeah, the shit that happened between Conor and Khabib, that's the craziest shit that's ever happened like after a fight. But as far as the fights and the card itself, that's the craziest card I've ever seen. I'm struggling to think of one crazier. Now, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have the best fights, the best, most competitive, legendary fights, but it has some absolutely unforgettable stoppages and knockouts. Some things happened in this card that I will never, ever, ever fucking forget. And they all happened on the same night, back to back to back to back. It was insane. The landscape of certain divisions changed. Certain things, certain notions about certain fighters changed. It's just, there's been a changing of the guard this year, undeniably. And UFC 261 is a continuation and a reflection of that. It opened up with old 2 Cents eating some more crow. Anthony Smith defeats Jimmy Crute by technical knockout. Now, Dana White did say that Jimmy Crute's knee was fucked up. I'm not Mr. Current Events. I am not Mr. On top of every little breaking story or every detail of every little fucking thing that's happened. I haven't looked at the injury update. I haven't looked at, anything related to Jimmy Crute and whether, that was actually an injury and not. Because what happened and what I assumed and what everyone else assumed, and probably, very reasonably so, is that Anthony Smith kicked that fucking peroneal nerve and his leg went out. Because look, man, I've had knee injuries before. I have not blown out my ACL or my MCL, but I tore my meniscus. And I remember what it felt like, but it wasn't like that. Like, look, Josh Emmett blew his entire fucking knee out. Fully. That is a fully, man. Josh Emmett blew his entire fucking knee out during the Shane Burgos fight. And I don't remember him quite acting like that. I remember Thiago Santos blowing his entire fucking knee out during the John Jones fight. And it wasn't going out on him like that. The symptoms of what was happening with Jimmy Crute it happened to Henry Cejudo, it happened to Sean O'Malley, it happened to basically every other fighter that gets kicked in that peroneal nerve. Their shit doesn't work right. They can't properly flex their foot. It involuntarily goes limp, goes numb, flexes the wrong way. They don't have any control over it. And that's not if your knee is just blown out, you literally just can't stand on it and that you just drop from the pain. It's not like that where your shit is just giving out and going numb. It's just you can't put weight on it and you just go down. It doesn't do that. It doesn't fucking do that. So let's see. Laughing out loud. Billy says, Nikki, Billy boy, 54. Hey, what do you say? What do you say about that, boys? 54,000 views for the UFC 261 Fight Companion by Pub Sports Radio. Pub Sports Radio Live, if you're interested, boys. If you're new to the channel, of course. If you are one of the usual suspects, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. My first crow to eat here is Sex God tried to tell me not to pick Cowboy Oliveira. I talked a lot of shit about Randy Brown, so I deserve that outcome. Great job, guys. Hey, bro, just stick around, my brother. Stick around, my brother. You are gonna see me eat some shit. Do you want to see me? Y'all want to see me eat just a mouthful of shit? Just a mouthful of crow. Rotten, still barely alive and kicking. Just, crow. You're about to see something. Tommy, what's going on, Tommy? How the fuck are you doing, brother? What's going on, man? Dude, what did you think about that car, bro? What did you think about that car, man? Great to see you in the chat, man. Says, what's going on, boys? One of the best cards ever. It was so crazy, dude. It was so fucking insane. Just one crazy. I was just I couldn't believe that because, look, Crute was doing the same thing to Jimmy Smith. Boys, he was doing the exact same shit to Jimmy Smith, to Anthony Smith And Anthony Smith just turned the tables on him with one fucking well-placed kick. Dude, Anthony Smith, that motherfucker is the hardest fighter for me to read. He is the toughest fighter for me to get a read on. As far as whether he's going to win or lose a fight, sometimes I'm wrong, sometimes I'm right. It's like a coin flip, dude. I cannot get a good read on Anthony Smith. He's like perpetually overrated and underrated at the same time, constantly. It's just he's just one of the weird fighters like that. Like, he really is like right there in the middle. Like, he can't quite, he's the gatekeeper. Anthony Smith is the gatekeeper. He is, man. I think that's very fair to say at this point. If you beat Anthony Smith, yeah, you're ready. If you can't beat Anthony Smith at light heavyweight, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen for you. If you can't beat Anthony Smith, it's not going to happen yet. But I'm not going to say that was a freak injury, man. That was a well-placed, well-timed. Anthony Smith has good Muay Thai. You can say whatever you want about Anthony Smith. His record is very dodgy. He's been finished 13 fucking times. He's been knocked out 9 times and submitted 4 times. So, yeah, that is fair. But, dude, he's got good striking. He's got good Muay Thai. He's got good elbows. He's got good knees. He's got good low kicks. He's always had that. He's always had good Muay Thai. So, hey, it just is what it is, man. Like, Jimmy Crute's a good fighter. Like, man. And he was putting it on Anthony Smith. He was landing nasty low kicks, and then he just turned the tables on him with one kick. And it was crazy because Crute has such fucking heart. He did not want to. That was one of those where it was not mental. It had nothing to do with how tough Jimmy Crute is or how much heart he had or how much he wanted to fight. Because he told that fucking doctor, said, no, I'm ready to fucking go right now. And his leg literally just gave out on him. He was so mad. He went to punch the cage and his leg gave out on him and he dropped to one knee as he punched the cage. I felt so bad for him, dude. But, hey, I got to give credit to Smith, dude. So this is one example where the leg kicks, they're just so, you have to fucking account for them. You have got to account for low kicks, specifically calf kicks. If you see a guy targeting your calf, dude, you got to start checking it. You have to start checking it. Or you better have nasty fucking hands. You have to be able to either punish people when they do that. Well, yeah, you have to be able to punish people when they do that, either by checking the kick or countering. You can't just sit there and eat low kicks and calf kicks. Because it's like they found the cheat code, dude. They found a weakness. It's like the chin. It is the lower. There's a weakness in the Death Star in every part of the body. The head, the torso, and the legs. Right? In the head, it's the chin. More or less, sometimes, yeah, the temple, the back of the ear, but the chin, snapping that fucking jaw, pinching that nerve behind the ear, that's a weakness. That's a weak spot, man. That's someone where, yeah, everyone has a number on that one. Same with the liver. Some people can take it a little bit more, but you hit that liver right, that's the weakness in the Death Star in the torso. And that peroneal nerve, that's the weakness of the Death Star in the lower part of the body. You kick that motherfucker in the right spot, you kick it enough, the leg's going to go out. And people are getting onto it now. And motherfuckers are just training it. These coaches, they're training these low kicks, man. These fighters are going to have to start checking them. Now, for those of you arguing for leg kicks, this next fight was, so I'm interested to see what Jackie Boy and Guru have to say about what's next for Smith and Crute. Because, hey, Jimmy Crute is ranked number 15. He's one of the hottest prospects there is, dude. Coming out of Australia, Jimmy Crute is one of the hottest prospects there is. I think he's one of the most talented guys in that top 15. And Smith put him away with one leg kick. So Smith is still there. And just shows you how, look, I've been fading Glover since he got knocked out by Gustafsson, but hey, it just shows you how good and how live Glover still is. Because that was the narrative with Smith, is like, oh, dude, look at what Glover did to him. He's done. He's done. Glover's old as fuck, and he is. But it's mini heavyweight, so yeah, you can be a little older. Like, look at Jan, he's 38, going on 39. He's champion, so you can do it a little bit later. But Smith is still there, dude. He's still fucking there. So I'm really interested to see what's next for him. But, you know, tough loss for Jimmy Crute, man. He'll be back, though. He'll be fine. But yeah, Dana White was saying that his leg or his knee was injured. It might be, but that was peroneal nerve damage. That was absolute. There might have been other injuries. He could have fucked up his meniscus. That fucking that medial. I think the medial is the outside one. I think maybe one of them is the medial, one of them is the lateral. But the outside, whichever the outside one is, that it could have fucked up his meniscus. But that was also peroneal nerve. Whatever the injury was, plus peroneal nerve damage. Absolutely. You guys are saying, yeah, completely blew it out. Says agree. Definitely rolled his ankle like 5 times after that kick. I'm sure that ankle was. Oh yeah, dude. It like, oh my god, it didn't work right. And see, we've seen enough evidence of it. It's the same symptoms. They can't the leg that the bottom, like the calf and the foot and like the Achilles, all the tendons and all the shit, it just doesn't, the muscle doesn't flex right. Like you can't keep your foot flexed. It just goes limp. The foot just goes limp and it just flops forward. It's weird. It's so weird. One of 3 L's I took. So nice. So you went 10-3. Nice job, Nikki. Nice job. Tommy says one of the best ones ever. Happiest for Thug Rose. Yeah. Well, you're just in time, brother. I got one more fight, and then I gotta eat some major crow on that one, bro. Nikki said fights ends that way always piss him off because we don't know who's really better. Well, right now, I mean, Smith is kind of better, I have to say. Ear said that was the last crow he had to eat, and it was all glory. It was all prediction glory for Ear regardless after that. That's what the fella says. Bro, I've been one of those guys where it's like, man, y'all are sleeping on Anthony Smith, bro. And then I get it right. And I'm like, see, I told you. And then I like pick him in a spot where I shouldn't, and he gets beat badly. And I'm like, oh my God, Anthony Smith, what was I thinking? He's so hard for me to read, dude. I can't get a handle on it. It's really weird. I can't. Crute should have gone to the wrestling. Yeah, because okay, that's a good point. And Moyes brought that up too. Shout out to Moyes Audio, Big Moyes. The Draw King. The point that Moyes and Noah just made, even with that crazy shit, he still blast doubled Smith and took him down. Anthony Smith is not the hardest guy to take down, mind you, but still, man, Jimmy Crute, he still has the skills. But I don't know, like, to Nick's point, yeah, it's like it wouldn't happen that way every time. It definitely wouldn't happen that way every time. So I don't really think it's a fluke. I think it was just a really well placed kick. Now, and it doesn't take very many of them, because you look at some of these fights that end that way, and it's not like they throw 7,000 kicks. It's like 2 or 3 and the leg's fucked. So what I mean, it's a weird one though. It is weird. You don't want it to end like that. I definitely wanted to see that fight play out for a little longer, but fuck, man, the kicks change the shit up. Shout out to Lady TC. She just brought me some Pedialyte. Got some Pedialyte and some electrolyte water in preparation for the potential negative side effects of the jab. But yeah, shout out to her. She's got some old Pedialyte in my system. And it'll keep me going for this whole stream too here, boys. So nice. It's like cherry flavored this time. Had the blueberry last time. But anyways, yeah, dude, exactly. That's the crazy thing. Jimmy Crute was the one winning with the leg kick. So, fuck, man, what can you do? What can you do? Those are the breaks. So, like I said, check out, it's going to be on MMA Prediction Guru's channel, and it will be the aftermatch with him and Jack Attack MMA. They put on a great show where they do they do matchmaking for the fights that just took place for the winners and losers. And I always find that fascinating. Like I said, they are Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard's worst nightmare. And yeah, that'll be on not too long from now. So I'm looking forward to that. I will be there. But in the spirit of that, let's move on. This next fight, holy shit. Holy fucking shit. You want to talk about unforgettable images? Think about all the boys. Think about unforgettable images that you've seen in UFC fights. Images that you cannot get out of your mind. Just think about some of the craziest ones. Conor one-punching Aldo. Anderson Silva front-kicking Vitor. Just think about all the crazy legend. Edson Barbosa's wheel kick of Terry Edom. Just think about all the and one of them that always stood out before last night was the Anderson Silva leg injury. Even to this day, I find that hard to watch. Boys, there's such a thing, so they say, allegedly, as karma. A certain way that the universe has of balancing itself out. What goes around comes around, sort of, so to speak. I don't know about y'all, but I just can't help but feel that was a little bit of karma. And let me make this clear. I'm not happy about that for Chris Weidman. I'm not like, haha, it's what you fucking get. No. I didn't wish that on Anderson. I don't wish it on Chris Weidman. I don't wish that horrific fucking shit on anybody, dude. Unless you're just a piece of shit motherfucker like a fucking cold-blooded murderer rapist, dude. Like, yeah, you can get one of those, but just a fighter, I don't wish that on anybody, dude. That shit is fucking horrific. I can't imagine how painful that was, dude. I don't care if that was, I wouldn't wish that on John Jones. I wouldn't wish that on John Jones. I wouldn't wish that on Volkanovski. I wouldn't wish that on Dustin Poirier. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, man. That shit looks so fucking horrific, but it was so eerily similar. That's why I say it was karma. It was so eerily similar. Uriah Hall perfectly checks an inside Chris Weidman low kick. And this one was even worse than Anderson's because when it happened to Anderson, it set in like there wasn't a whole lot of shot for Anderson. Like it was just like bam, like he hit it and then it was like he just dropped immediately. Weidman stepped on it, bro. He fucking stepped on it. He stepped on. He fucking stepped on his own broken leg. It was the gnarliest fucking thing I've ever seen. Oh my God, it was so fucking crazy. It was so fucking gnarly, dude. He stepped on his own fucking shot. Holy shit. It was so fucking nar. It was the nar-narest to the nectarist thing I've ever fucking seen. It was, oh my God. Oh, I will never, ever, 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 ever get that fucking image out of my head. That was so fucking nar. It was just the nar-narest thing I've ever seen. Holy shit. I don't wish that on any fighter. No. That is not, it is not a fighter's life for me. No, sirree. No, thank you. No, thank you. Like, Longo did not. Sarah did. Matt Serra did. They were celebrating that. They were celebrating that when he broke Anderson's leg. Now, you have to also understand. That's a multi. We can talk about that. So that's a multifaceted sort of thing, right? So there was a lot going into that. You have to understand that is very important to put into context. So, like I said, let me make that clear. I do not wish that on anybody. That wasn't karma, like, haha, that's what you get, motherfucker. But I just can't help but feel like that was in some way some karma for something. That was a karmic debt that was paid for something. Because I don't wish that on Chris Weidman. I definitely didn't wish it on Anderson. I absolutely don't wish it on Chris Weidman. I don't have animosity towards Chris Weidman like that. Like, nah, man, I'm sure that was horrific. And I'm so glad that his surgery was successful and that his leg is going to be okay. And I wish him a full recovery and that he has no residual or debilitating injury from that. Let me make that perfectly fucking clear. But so to go back to what I was saying about the Weidman and Silva situation, I remember when that went down. I'm an old enough fart to remember when that fucking shit went down. And what happened was I remember watching, dude. I remember watching when Chris Weidman knocked Anderson Silva out the first time. Nobody gave Chris Weidman credit. You had like the people that like the younger supporters of this channel or the any younger viewers. I hope it's at least 18 because that's what this is supposed to be 18 plus. It is 18 plus. But some of the younger heads out there, man, I remember watching that shit and everyone was like, Anderson Silva was so beloved at that time. You have to understand Anderson Silva was what Israel Adesanya, he was what Conor McGregor, he was what all those guys were. Anderson Silva was unbeatable, untouchable. He was the fucking man. He was in the Matrix. All the shit they say about Adesanya, that was Anderson Silva. And when Weidman knocked him out, nobody gave him credit. Some people did, but a lot of it was, oh, that was a fluke. Oh, if Anderson wasn't doing this, if Anderson wasn't boasting, you wouldn't have knocked him out, blah, 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 blah. I remember that, and I remember that really getting on my fucking nerves. Because I didn't like Weidman, but I never really liked Anderson Silva either. So it wasn't one of those where I had really a dog in the race. I was just kind of like, yeah, like that's, come on, man, you got to give Weidman credit. And if Silva was fucking around, that wasn't Weidman's fault. And he knocked his ass out. Fair and square. But people didn't give Weidman credit. So thinking about that, I'm sure there was some, and I'm sure that there was animosity. I know that there was animosity going into the rematch. Everyone was talking about that. It was either the people pissed that Weidman wasn't getting credit, or people that were pissed that Anderson Silva lost and saying, oh, well, if Anderson wasn't showboating, he would have knocked him out. I remember all that shit very clearly. It's my short-term memory that's bad, boys. My long-term memory is considerably better. It's not perfect, but it's better. Now, fast forward to whenever the Brew match was. The same shit that just happened to Chris Weidman happened to Anderson Silva. And people did the same shit again. People did the same shit. They're like, oh, well, that was just a freak injury. You know, Weidman didn't really win. Blah, blah, blah. It was that, dude, there were, and there still are, some absolutely insufferable Anderson Silva fans. And it was even worse back then. Back when he was on top, dude, they were, think of the most insufferable, obnoxious fan base you can possibly think of. That's what Anderson Silva fans were back then. So, yeah, like, but if you want all the facts, this is what happened. Weidman checked that kick, so Weidman deservedly gets the TKO. He checked that kick perfectly, broke fucking Anderson Silva's leg in half, and then he and his team did celebrate it. Now he went over to check on Anderson afterwards. That's true, but Sarah is quoted as saying "fuck him, fuck Anderson Silva." So that is true. Sarah did say "fuck Silva" after he broke his leg. Did not feel sorry for him. So that is all true. Do with that information what you will, but that's true. So some people will feel that, yeah, that's, I mean, it's going to be Anderson Silva fans. It's absolutely going to be Anderson Silva fans that are just, they're happier than the pig and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they are happier than they're happy as a fucking lark. And so like I said, it's not karma that I'm wishing on him, but in a weird way, I'm like, man, that is kind of karma, bro. Like, there's just crazy. What it is crazy. It's crazy. But just like I felt that Chris Weidman should have been given credit for the Anderson Silva win like that, Uriah Hall should be given credit for this one because he leaned his knee forward as Chris Weidman. It was a reaction to the kick. He saw him throw the kick. He leaned his leg and knee forward into the kick, and it broke his fucking leg. Anyone that's ever done kickboxing or MMA already knows that. That's why you check kicks in the first place. It's not like, let's check kicks just for the fuck of it. Let's just see. No, you check the kick because it hurts the kicker more than the checker. I took 2 kickboxing classes and I learned that firsthand, even with the fucking shin guards on, even holding the pad. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I'm telling you, I had 2 kickboxing classes, and it was like the first or second one, I was doing pad drills and kicking drills with a kid. I can't remember the kid's name, but he was an amateur fighter. He had like 2 amateur kickboxing fights, and he was telling me about leg kicks. And he was like, dude, check low kicks. He's like, you do not want to just sit there and take low kicks. And he was like, let me show you. And he showed me. He was like, I'm going to leg kick you. And I was like, okay. And he fucking leg kicked me. And I was like, damn, that fucking hurt. And then he was like, all right, now I'm going to throw the same kick. Now check it. And I was like, oh, that didn't hurt as bad. And I asked him, and he was like, and then he tried the same thing. And then I did it. And he's like, hey, okay, now we're going to try with you. You kick me with low kick. Then he checked my kick. It fucking hurts. Way worse than throwing the kick. That's why you check leg kicks. So yeah, Hall gets credit. Weidman gets credit. I think that was karma. I don't think it was karma. I'm not wishing that on Chris Weidman, and I'm really, really glad that he's recovered. Seriously. But I can't help but feel that that was some kind of like something. I don't know. It was weird. It was crazy though. It was so, oh my God. Like, he stepped on it, dude. He stepped on his own broken leg. Like, not just broken, like folded in half. I'll never forget that. I'll never, ever get that fucking image out of my head. It was nectarish, motherfucking nectarish. Oh, he was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. Rogue says he's got brittle bones, bro. He needs more calcium. Legs shouldn't break that easily. Eric, the swing of a kick is harder than the regular swing. More momentum, says irregardless. James the drunkard says that was disgusting when he stepped on it. Oh, dude, yeah, it was nectar, bro. It was nectarish. It was compound fracture-ish, dude. It was compound fracture-ish. Jimmy said he saw the skin open. I did not see that. Jesus Christ. Sweet fucking Lord above. Chris is talking about, oh my God. Come on, bro. Yes, yes. Abso-fucking-lutely he should retire. Are you kidding me? Dude. Weidman. Bro. So sad. So sad. You can't, man. That's it. That's it for Weidman. He should have retired after the Akhmedov win. He should have retired after the Akhmedov win. Like, Uriah Hall is a good fighter. He really is a good fighter, but you technically just lost to him. You're not like what are you thinking? What are you thinking about, man? What, you have nothing left to prove, Weidman. Chris Weidman has nothing left to prove. He's a former undisputed champion. He defended his title twice. Dude, he defended his title against TR and Machida when Machida still had it. Dude, fucking Chris Weidman has nothing to be embarrassed about, nothing to be ashamed about, nothing left to prove. But I tell you what, it is going to start getting embarrassing if he comes back after this, because he ain't going to ever be the same. He ain't going to ever be able to move the same. Come on, man. Chris Weidman was never the most nimble or spry fellow. He was always really strong and powerful and had he was a good wrestle boxer and he had good Muay Thai and stuff. But man, he was never Mr. fucking nimble. And dude, after this, dogs, come on, Chris. Ain't no shame in it. Ain't no shame, champ. You're a fucking undisputed champion. No one can ever take that away from Chris Weidman. No one can. He has 2 stoppage wins over Anderson Silva. Stopped Vitor. Had a war with Machida. He was champ, man. Champ and defended his title. He'll be in the history books forever, dude. You cannot talk about the middleweight, the path of the middleweight belt without going through Chris Weidman. You cannot talk about the lineage of the UFC middleweight championship without going through Chris Weidman. What are you still trying to prove? Everyone knows you're tough. Everyone knows you are a great fighter. What is it, man? Well, I'm sure it's that they can't let go of the game, but it's one of those really frustrating things. It's like, because you can never tell them what to do. They're going to do whatever the fuck they want to do. They alpha. He'll get in a fight at the red light. You know what I'm saying? He alpha. So he'll do what he want to do, but it's not going to go well. I can tell you, it's going to get sad. It's not sad now. It's like, But you can just see the writing on the wall. Come on, boys. We can see the writing on the wall. Like, not anymore. Jack said the aftermatch is postponed. Word. Jimmy said going through aftermatch. I know Jimmy's fucking jonesing over there for some aftermatch. I was too, man. That sucks. Hopefully, hopefully it gets rescheduled sooner rather than later. I always enjoy that. Program. That old program. Oh, that's gnarly, boys. Well, I'll just take your word for it because I'll never get out of my head to begin with. And yeah, I'll just take your word for it. It was so fucking gnar. God damn it. Ear says, I remember Ronda Rousey was commenting on the fight and she said she's never throwing another leg kick, and we saw what became of her. It's funny. Some people just don't have the stomach for the game. So yeah, that was crazy. That was fucking crazy, man. Like, wow. So eerily similar. Well, let's get to it. This one was a little bit sad for me, but I don't have to eat crow because I correctly predicted, and most other people did too. Valentina Shevchenko fucking obliterates Jessica Andrade. Man, if it weren't for Amanda Nunes, I'll put it like this. Other than Amanda Nunes, Valentina Shevchenko is the best women's fighter on the planet, period. It's Amanda and her and everyone else. Valentina Shevchenko is so goddamn good. She is so goddamn fucking dominant. Like, she went out there to prove a point. And Dana White talked about this in the post-fight press conference. He said she was like a fucking demon. She was, dude. She was on some demonic shit. She was on some I'm gonna fucking use the powers of fucking hell to like destroy your ass. Like, she was proving a point, dude. She was proving a point about her grappling. She fucking ragdolled Jessica Andrade. She threw her around like a fucking Raggedy Ann. Like, no, you're going over to this side of my room. Now I'm mad and I want to throw you over to this side of my room. Now I'm going to throw you on the floor. You're just going to get thrown wherever I fucking please. And that's exactly what she did. She tossed her every fucking which way, slung her around the octagon, and then put her in a crucifix. She was so filthy from that crucifix, dude. Short punches and then those elbows. Man. When they see the spokes, man. Dude. I'm telling you, it's Amanda and her and everyone else. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with her. Interested to see what Jack and Guru have to say about that. Because she's so fucking good. She's too good. She's too good. She's gonna start lapping these bitches. Valentina's gonna start lapping these bitches. It's gonna be like Usman. It's gonna get like Usman for Valentina. Yep. She's so good. They're so fucking good. Shit, it'll be 3. It'll be the trilogy. So, I mean, that's the only, like, just have them fight like 6 times, dude. Why not? It's not like they won't be up for the challenge, but I would like to see it at a catch weight. I'd like to see it at a catch weight of 130. I feel like that's kind of it is literally the middle ground. Valentina, you ain't doing shit to Valentina at 125, and ain't nobody doing shit to Amanda Nunes at 135. So I think that 130 why not? Split the difference, catch weight. Amanda has to cut a little bit more. Valentina has to put on a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like, they both have to make a little adjustment. So I think that levels the playing field. I think Amanda is just naturally a little bit bigger and stronger. I think she has physical attributes that make her a challenging fight for Valentina. Amanda's a really, really, really fucking good boxer for MMA. She has really good MMA striking, particularly with her hands. She is long. She fights long too. So Valentina, like, it's tough, man. It's a fucking really competitive, tough matchup. I'd like to see it multiple times. But that's really the only matchup. That's the only one's gonna do shit to either one of those two is each other. Because Valentina, a lot of people think Valentina won that second fight, or maybe it was the first fight, but they're all close. It's not like neither of the fights Amanda, Amanda won both those fights, but she didn't dominate them. Like, they were so close. And it's just clear that those two are pretty much on the same level, and nobody else is. But a case can start to be made for the next fighter I want to talk about. And this one here, if you want to see old 2 cents eat some shit, if you want to see me go down in flames, well, you picked the right time to tune in. Because I'm about to eat some crow, boys. I'm about to eat a bunch of it. That's what I'm saying, Strummer. It's almost not a fair fight. You have to do it at 130. You'd have to do it at 130. It almost wouldn't be a fair fight for Nunes at 125 either. Like, that's cutting too much weight for her, I think. I think Valentina would just have an advantage. Like, she would be fresher, a little more durable, I think. But at 130, I think that's the right. If you're gonna make that, I think do that. Announce the fight like 6 months ahead of time. Give them the extra 3 months to get adjusted to that weight, training at that weight. And then once they're at that weight, you do the camp. Once you're at your fighting weight for that catch weight, do the camp at that weight. And then I feel like that's the thing to do. Like a 6 month, announce the thing, 6 months or 3 months to get your weight right, and then 3 months to do the camp. I feel like that would be a smart thing to do. Because nobody wants to continue to see them I shouldn't say can crush. No one wants to see them continue lapping motherfuckers. Like, you want to see competitive fights. That's the thing about a great fighter. A truly great fighter. They have truly great fights against competitive contenders. Contenders are not all the same. Not every number one competitor is the same. Number one contenders are not built the same. And if it's a division, if you have a situation like Amanda or Valentina, where it's not like the roster is deep as fuck. It's a little bit more so at flyweight, but at bantamweight, there's like 20 bantamweights at the most. There ain't even fucking 10 featherweights. So you just kind of got what you got. So in that sense, like, what are you going to do? Still, though, it's those two and everyone else. So I like to see it again. Why not? Why not make the fucking trilogy? What's the problem? What's the fucking problem? I don't get it. Yeah. It'd be trilogy, yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sirree. You crazy as fuck, dog. I would love to see her beat someone in that featherweight division. Yeah. Yeah, she would have to fight a flyweight. She would have to fight it. Like a flyweight that doesn't hit hard. She could do it, though. Oh, she could do it. A flyweight that's not that good. Oh, she could do it. A low level flyweight. Oh, she could fuck them up, destroy them. But no, even like a top 10, 15 a top 15 flyweight. Nah, it's still just different strength. But like a jabroni, like a flyweight jabroni, oh yeah, she'll tune that motherfucker up, knock him out. But yeah, it's still just not the kind of not the same level of strength, or bone density or any of that shit. It's just not. That's just. I've never really been about that. Like, oh, dude, what could you do to this man? It's like just the men fighting women. That's just always like, no, like joking about. I don't care joking about it, but it's just like for me, just not my cup of tea. Now it is time for me to eat fucking crow. A lot of it. I was talking real spicy about Rose Namajunas before this fucking fight. I was saying all kinds of Canis shit about Rose Namajunas. Some of it is still true. However, I was completely wrong about this fight. Bad read. Couldn't have been more wrong. What I was really fucking wrong about, not her relationship with Pat Barry, because that just is what it is. That's a pedophilic relationship, and he groomed her. There's no two ways about that. He started dating her when she was like 14, 15. Like he's a fucking pedophile. But that is not the point. The point is that Rose Namajunas is the best 115-pound fighter on the planet. She is the best women's strawweight on the planet. I have to eat the crow. I have to continue to eat crow because I fucked up on that pick bad. I did not give Rose enough credit as a fighter. I said that Rose was a great fighter. She's an incredible fighter. Rose Namajunas has the best striking at 115. She is, I said she's the best striker at 115. She's the best fighter at 115. She is the best strawweight on the fucking planet, period. I thought it was Weili Zhang, and she took Weili Zhang and fucking head kicked her in the first round. She tried to do a backflip. She was hanging out with Stipe and Kevin Natividad trying to do backflips. Hats off to Rose Namajunas. I said that she was weak mentally. Wrong, crow. I said that she was not going to be ready for this fight. She was going to be rattled by the crowd and pressure and all that blah, 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 bullshit. Wrong, crow again. Idiot. I said that Weili Zhang was going to beat the brakes off her. I said she was going to do this, that, and the third. I said all this fucking spicy bullshit. And guess what? Idiot, you were fucking wrong. Eat that crow. Choke on that humble pie. Pay Rose Namajunas respect. So here you go, Rose. I apologize for thinking that you were a mentally weak. You are a victim, but you were not mentally weak when it comes to fighting. When she steps into that octagon, it doesn't matter what happened in her relationship. That doesn't matter. She can hit the switch. And I didn't respect that. And I should have. I paid for it. I was wrong. Rose Namajunas is the best strawweight on the planet. She proved me wrong. My jaw fucking dropped open, dude. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. Rose knocking her out? Maybe, but not like that, dude. In the first round, Rose has a nasty head kick, though. That's how she fucked up Michelle Waterson. Dropped Michelle Waterson with a head kick and then choked her out. But, man, Rose looked awesome. She looked incredible. She's the best strawweight on the planet. I got to choke on the crow. Man. Slow clap for Rose. Let's hear it for Rose, man. 2 cents. You fucking nincompoop. You fucking numbskull. Dummy. Dumb stuff from me. So there you go. I was wrong. Rose, you're the best. There you are. There you are. She is the best, man. Yeah, everyone that picked Rose, everyone that was on Rose Namajunas, I know y'all are out there. Take a victory lap, man. Take a fucking victory lap. Soak it up. Talk your shit. Tell me how fucking dumb I was for fucking for sleeping on Rose like that. Good shit, man. Good job. Everyone that picked Rose. Good fucking job, man. Good fucking job. Yep. Slow clap for Rose, man. Hey, I gotta eat the fucking crow, dude. Gotta eat it. She whooped her fucking ass, man. Chinned her. That fucking high kick. It's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna be a good one. Okay. Now is the time for the thing. Now, let me take a stretch, boys. Get ready for this shit right here. Let me take a stretch and get ready for this shit right here. Now. How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? What did I fucking tell y'all? Fucking told y'all. I told you that he was going to chin that fucking jobber. I certainly did not think it was going to be in the fucking second round. I certainly did not think that. I was not the only one who said that Usman would knock out Jorge Masvidal. Rogue Strummer, also want to give him credit. And anybody else that said Usman would knock out Masvidal, I'm not the only one. But I want to take my little victory lap here because I was on Usman knocking Masvidal out. I was on Usman knocking Masvidal out before my stream on Friday because you can go back and my obnoxious ass was posting it, spamming it in the Morning Combat streams, pretty much on every other MMA live stream that I go to. I've been on that shit for a good hot minute. And that felt so fucking good. So yeah, shout out to Rogue Strummer. Shout out to everybody else that was on Usman knocking Masvidal out. But yeah, that one felt really fucking good, boys. That one felt really fucking good. That one was incredibly validating. And, you know, not only Usman, but Rose Namajunas, you can tell the difference with and I'm getting a little ahead of myself here, but Trevor Wittman, man, Wittman is, I think he's the best MMA coach on the planet. He is definitely, unquestionably the best MMA striking coach on the planet. Best coach, there's some other guys that you could make an argument for, but man, he's got 2 champions. And Justin Gaethje, I'm telling you, dude, Gaethje is going to do some damage. Don't be surprised if you see Gaethje with the belt. Don't be surprised, man. There's a lot of parity in that lightweight top 5 right now. So anyways, get ahead of myself. This is about Usman. This is about Usman and Masvidal. Kamaru Usman is the best welterweight on the planet. What I'm about to say will piss some people off, but I've been saying this, and with every win, it gets harder and harder to deny. Dude, Usman is a better fighter than GSP. Usman, I know he doesn't have as many title defenses, but that is literally all the GSP fans are holding on to. And if you start looking at that run, man, I know Usman, you know, not all of his wins are against like the best ever, but I think the level of competition is just far superior. GSP is getting decisions against like John Fitch and Alves and fucking Jake Shields. And like, those are good fighters, but man, compared to like Colby, like, dude, what do you think Colby would do to fucking Jake Shields? Like, what do you think Colby would do to fucking like John fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, these guys that Usman's beating, dude, and it's just, that's not George's fault. George beat everyone that was in front of him. He had a long title reign, but dude, I don't care. Even prime time George, you ain't fucking with this Usman. You ain't fucking with Kamaru Usman. He's too big. He's too strong. His striking is getting too good, dude. Johnny, like Usman. Whatever. I'm getting off track here. Usman. What I'm trying to say is the point I'm trying to make is Usman. You ain't. I've been saying this for a good hot minute too. You ain't fucking doing shit to Kamaru Usman at welterweight. You ain't doing nothing. Ain't nobody doing nothing. Not Wonder Boy, not Leon Edwards, who he already beat, not Colby Covington, who he already beat, not nobody. He's lapping the fucking division, dude. He is already starting to lap the division. That was a rematch. He's about to have another rematch. The only people that he hasn't fought that you can even consider contender level, which they're not real, like Wonder Boy, yeah. Wonder Boy, that'd be an interesting one. Wonder Boy, I will concede that Wonder Boy has a chance to catch Usman with something nasty, to be elusive. Wonder Boy does have good takedown defense. That would be an interesting fight. However, I just think that Usman would eventually catch Wonder Boy. He would eventually get him down. I just see Usman winning a decision against Wonder Boy, but that's an interesting fight. That's a really interesting fight, but I'm sorry. I don't see, like, Leon would be more competitive, but dude, if you think Leon has gotten better since their first fight, Usman has gotten exponentially better. Usman is getting better every fight. Every camp he works with Whitman at altitude, he's getting better and better and better and better. And if you are at 170 pounds, you just need to wait until Usman retires, because you ain't touching that motherfucker. Usman is so much better than every other fucking welterweight, dude. And I'm saying he will go down as, mark my words right here. Mark my fucking words. Put him on my fucking tombstone. Kamaru Usman will go down as the greatest welterweight of all time. Dude, he would fucking obliterate George St. Pierre. He would thump, stomp, crush, like he would fuck George St. Pierre up, dude. So badly. So badly, it's not even funny. Now let's talk about that knockout. Let's talk about that fucking knockout. Dude, this is what he did. The sequence was, it was a throwaway left hook parry. So what I mean by that is, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the second Carl Froch George Groves fight. If you've seen the Junior Dos Santos Derek Lewis fight, it was a lot like that. It was a lot like that. It's a throwaway left hook and followed by a right hand. But what Usman did, the extra thing he can do, because, and you'll see boxers do this too, but what he was able to do with MMA gloves is it's a parry. So he wasn't actually throwing the left hook to land it. And when Froch did it, he wasn't throwing the left hook to land it, but when Usman threw this left hook that he knew was going to fall short, but he used it to pull Masvidal's hand down. He used it to parry his hand and pull it down so that he had a clean path for the right hand. And Bubba, did he put some fucking oomph on that right hand. You see the avatar right there, boys. That is a crazy kind of follow through. He followed through so fucking hard that he ran into Masvidal's lifeless body. That is like, if you've ever done any kind of striking training or boxing or kickboxing or anything, you already know this is just a basic principle of striking. You don't hit the target, you punch through the target. You're aiming at a point behind the target. That's what you're trying to hit. He hit that motherfucker so fucking hard. He hit that motherfucker so hard. Look at that shit, dude. Look at that shit. Look at that. Look at that fucking look how hard he punched that dude. And that knocked him out. That first punch knocked him out. Him hitting the ground kind of woke him back up. He got knocked out, woke him back up. But that last hammer fist, dude, that last hammer fist that Usman hit him with knocked him out again. He knocked him out cold. Like I said, knocked out with that punch because he went lifeless. He went limp. Like, fucking cracked him with the right hand, and you could see his body. You could see him, like, his head, like, wobble. Like, his body went limp. And then he kind of, like, hit the ground and woke up because he kind of had his arms up in this defensive, like, oh, you're punching me. Stop punching me. But he took a few more, and the last one, that last hammer fist, he went out. Because Herb waved it off, and he was just lying there on the ground, just lifeless. Like I said, I knew he was going to knock him out. I didn't know he was going to knock him out. I didn't think it was going to be like that, though. I did not think it was going to be like that, and I didn't think it was going to be in no fucking second round either. It's the same. It went pretty much the same as my Burns prediction. I said, look, Kamaru Usman is going to knock out Gilbert Burns. I was like, oh, he's not going to knock out Burns. He outdid. I said he was going to knock out Gilbert Burns in the 4th or 5th round. He outdid himself. I said he was going to knock out Jorge Masvidal in the 5th round. The man outdid himself. The man done outdid himself, boys. So, I mean, Colby is going to be next, but dude, he's gotten even better from that fight. Peace, gangster. Yes, sir. Safe travels. Enjoy the refreshments. Knock one back for your boy. But yeah, thank you for stopping through, man. Have a good evening. Catch you next time. But oh yeah, if he laps, if he beats Leon and Wonder Boy, oh yeah. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. Because that would be GSP, yeah, he had multiple fights, but they were rematches from fights that he lost. Like, yeah, and I do commend GSP for that. This is not to shit on GSP. GSP is one of the greatest fighters that's ever lived. Let me make that clear. When I say that Usman is better than GSP, he is an elite company because GSP is one of the greatest fighters that's ever fucking lived. And he had an incredible title defense streak. But you just have to take into context. And some of them are great wins. Don't get me wrong. Some of them are great wins. His win against Condit was great. His win against Nick Diaz was a great win because Nick Diaz was really fucking good at that time. He's had some great wins, but like a lot of them were just decisions, man, against so competition. And it's not his fault. He was so dominant then for his time, but just like Usman's dominance is just even greater. And he is towards George's run, end of George's run, with the exception of the Bisping win, which I give him credit for too. That's what makes George one of the greatest of all time. Definitely. But Usman's going to beat him. Usman's going to he's already outpacing him as far as the dominance goes. And he's already outpacing the dominance of the division. The only thing they can hang on to is that number of 9, because he's clearing out the division with only 4 or 5, and like they're clearly the best in the division. You know what I mean? So, yep. I mean, that's it. That's it. Yeah, GSP, Frank Dukes. Yeah. No, I respect GSP. I do have respect for GSP. GSP would be on Mount Rushmore. I do believe that. But man, Usman's gonna pass him. He's gonna pass him up. So because like if he gets two more and it makes it like he has what? He won the title against Woodley, then he defended against Colby, Masvidal, Burns, and now Masvidal again. So that's 4. Leon and Wonderboy would make 6. That's it. Like, no, he has to have 3 more exactly. 4 more exactly. No. Nah, man. He's already almost there. So anyway, that's just my thoughts on that. So yeah, I went 8-5. Wasn't my best night. Definitely wasn't my worst. I will take 8-5 any fucking day of the week. Any day of the week. Oh man, love that Essentia. So, we are at 2 hours and 27 minutes. If anybody would like, if he keeps winning like that, because look at that shit. Look at that shit, dude. Look how hard he fucking punched him, dude. And Masvidal, look, I've been giving Masvidal a lot of shit. I've been giving Masvidal Stamboys a lot of shit on Twitter. A lot. I've been arguing a lot because I'm not going to let anybody duck this. I'm not going to let anybody dodge the smoke. And what's been pissing me off is that yes, Jorge Masvidal was very respectful to Kamaru Usman after the fight. He took the loss well. He handled the loss gracefully. He handled the loss respectfully. My point is, though, he didn't have a fucking choice. He did not. You talk all the spicy shit like that, dude. You talk all that slick shit. And it's not just this fight. Masvidal has been feeling himself a little bit too much for the last. Masvidal started believing his own hype. That was the problem with him. I used to love Jorge Masvidal. And people think I'm lying when I say this, but I'm fucking old, dude. I'm an old fucking fart. I've been watching YouTube videos since the fucking early 2000s. And I remember that Kimbo Slice shit. I remember seeing Kimbo Slice when he knocked that motherfucker's eye out. I said, holy shit, who is this dude? I used to watch all those fucking bum fight videos and all that shit. I seen the dude where the white dude is bucking up. The white dude in the fucking wife beater is fucking bowing up to this dude. And this black dude just flies out of nowhere and fucking sucker punches him, knocks him out cold. Like I used to watch all those fight videos. I remember watching him when he was Jorge fighting Ray in the backyard and then fought him behind the dumpster. I remember all that shit. I used to like Jorge Masvidal a lot. I remember picking him to beat Cowboy. I knew he was going to whoop Cowboy's ass. That's my favorite performance of his. He looked so awesome in that fight. That was the crest of the wave for me, for him. That's his best performance to me. He beat the fucking shit out of Cowboy and fucked him up bad. And Cowboy had been real arrogant and dismissive towards him before too. And so I was like, yeah, that's what's up. That was the height of my Masvidal fandom. But man, after that, it was probably the Askren knockout. That's when he really got a big head. Because he was always like you knew he was a street dude. You knew he was a tough guy, but he really started getting full of himself after that Askren knockout. It got to his head. It went to his head. The viral sensation, the instant fame, it went to his head a little bit. He's a good fighter. Masvidal's a good fighter. But yeah, he didn't deserve those fights, dude. He did not deserve the Kamaru Usman fights. I know he stepped in on short notice, but from a meritocracy standpoint, dude, come on, man. He had done nothing to warrant those fights, dude. Askren is a fucking fraud, okay? An overhyped fraud. I love Robbie Lawler. He's one of my favorite fighters of all time, but Robbie was past it. The Robbie that fought Ben, That ain't the Robbie Lawler that won the belt or fought Rory McDonald the second time. It just wasn't the same guy. So like Ben Askren, okay. Darren Till, another guy that's overhyped. You know, weight drained at 170. They were impressive wins. Don't get me wrong. They were the way he knocked him out was very impressive, but I was kind of like, okay, like that's Darren Till and Ben Askren, and it's like, whoa, wait, you get it? What title shot? Like what? Like whoa. And then so that's when I was just like, you know what? I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sick of this shit. You knew you were never going to beat Usman, and you fucking said that bullshit about, oh, well, it was just because of the 8 weeks, like short notice. Nah, fuck that shit. Fuck all that. That's bullshit. You were never as good a fighter as Kamaru Usman. Jorge Masvidal is a jobber. Jorge Masvidal is the greatest jobber that's ever been. Jobber does not mean you're a bad fighter. It means you're a run-of-the-mill, journeyman, jobber, jabroni. Didn't deserve the title fight. Didn't deserve the first one. Definitely didn't deserve the second one. And I'm so glad he proved that he didn't deserve the second one. Usman proved that Masvidal did not fucking belong in there with him, and he never did. So yeah, I'm sorry. He had no choice but to eat crow. You talk all that spicy shit like that, you better eat some fucking crow. You better humble the fuck up. You better humble the fuck up after an ass whooping like that. After that shit, after getting slumped like that, after talking all that tough guy, all this, I'm the bad motherfucker. Oh, I'm a street dude. Oh, I'm going to do this, that, and the third to you. Oh, if you walk up on me, I'm going to do this, that, and the third. Oh, I'm going to do this. Nah, man, fuck all that shit. Fuck all that. That's the bad motherfucker right there. That's the BMF. Kamaru Usman. Champion, jabroni. Real deal, stunt puller. Authentic, fraudulent. He was a good fighter that convinced everyone that he was a great fighter. That's Jorge Masvidal. That was the greatest trick he ever pulled. Jorge Masvidal is a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. Jorge Masvidal is a good fighter that convinced everyone that he was a great fighter. And it's just not true. It's just not true. Yep. Hey, it's kind of like the Jake Paul thing. Like you got to give him credit for marketing himself, but he's a jabroni, man. He's a fucking Rudy Poo, candy ass jabroni when it comes to the top of that fucking division. And it was, I just got sick of all the excuses. He was always such a fucking whiner, man. Whining about he got robbed against this guy, robbed against this guy, robbed against Ali Quinta, robbed against so-and-so. Oh, if it was just this. Oh, if I just did that. Oh, if so-and-so, if I just had more camp. If I had, he's a fucking excuse maker, dude. He's such a fucking whiner. He's such a fucking entitled fucker, man. He really is, dude. Masvidal is always, he has been doing this for the last few years. He's been doing this actually his whole fucking career. Thinking that he deserves something that he never fucking did. That's my problem with him. It's not that he never had skills. He's a skillful fighter. He's a real ass street dude, that's for sure. He is a street dude. He will fucking punch you in the face if you walk up to him and say something crazy. But he was never an elite fighter. Not on a UFC level. Good fighter, not a great fighter. And the way he talked, and that's what made me mad, dude, is like he convinced all these little fucking twerps that he was something special. And then you got all the little sound bites, the super necessary, the 3-piece in the soda, all that. But just shut the fuck up with that shit, dude. You fucking hype job, jabroni, jobber ass motherfucker. You ain't never going to sniff a title shot again. That is it for you, my friend. Back of the line, buddy. Take a hike. Take a fucking hike. Ready to fucking move on. Ready to move on from fucking jobbers like Jorge Masvidal. With this street Jesus, tough guy bullshit. You know, resurrect your own soul. When I see Jorge Masvidal on social media, that's the resurrection. That's someone coming back from the dead, because that right there is a fucking dead man. In that picture, in this avatar I have, that right there is a fucking lifeless man. That is a dude whose soul is ascending to heaven. So yeah, eat crow, all you fucking Masvidal standboys. You don't get any consolation prizes. You don't get any fucking, oh, well, you know, you have to respect Jorge for, no, I don't have to do shit. I don't have to do fucking shit except pay my taxes and kick the fucking bucket. And I will definitely do both of those. But nah, man, you can't have it both ways, dude. You can't have it both ways. You can't talk all that shit and then expect everyone to just be like, well, he was humble about it. What's the problem? He said he respected him. Nah, it's a little too late for that. It's a little too late for all that. Super necessary. Hey, how'd you think about Usman saying it? What did you think about Usman at that press conference? Did you like that? You want to talk about some karma? That Mike Bond's like, so Usman, what did you think about like the extra hits? And he was like, extra hits? He's like, what are you talking about? It's like, well, there's a few. It's like extra, like after the ball, that way, you know, Mike Bond's voice. But no, I like Mike Bond. But he shout out to MMA Junkie. But Usman was like, no, he's like, I keep fighting until the ref pulls me off. And yeah, those were super necessary. So yeah. Karma's a bitch. Karma is a bitch. So that was the card. Kamaru Usman fucking drills Jorge Masvidal. I mean, that's separating the wheat from the chaff, boys. That's separating jabronis from their consciousness and just showing the true levels of the game. He is at least a level above everyone else at welterweight. And he's really starting to put himself up there in the GOAT conversation. The longer that Khabib and Jon stay retired, and the more that Usman keeps knocking out number one contenders, you're gonna be holding on to these other guys really desperately. Like GSP fans are clinging on desperately to his greatness at welterweight. Jon Jones and Khabib, like, yeah, man. I mean, I love Khabib, but dude, hey, Usman, he might already be past Khabib. Usman might already be past Khabib, or he's right there. Another one, and he passes Khabib to me. In the GOAT conversation, like, it's now, Usman is now in that conversation. He's not, I'm not saying he's the GOAT necessarily, but you got to throw him in the conversation, man. You can't be talking about DJ and shit now and like not put Usman in there. You can no longer have Demetrius Johnson in the conversation and not put Usman in there, because DJ even has a weaker argument than GSP, because at least GSP had some really good names in there, like Mighty Mouse, like his level of competition, dude. And like, this is not to shit on DJ, but like Usman's better than DJ. He's higher than DJ on my list, and he might have just passed Khabib. He might have just passed Khabib with that. Certainly, if he knocks Colby out again, that's it. That's it. But yeah, that's my opinion. Of course, I'm an Usman standboy. You have to take that into account. I will always, ride a little more for Usman than some people will. So whatever. But yeah. I'm pretty sure it was Mike Bond. I think it was Mike Bond. It sounded like it was Mike Bond. It was Mike Bond's voice because you can kind of tell on top. Tell me Mike Bond doesn't sound like that. It'd be hilarious if Chase Hooper came out throwing hands. Oh, dude, yeah. That's crazy is that he is that young where it's like his little fucking sponge brain will just soak all that shit up like Matrix style, and he'd be like, I know boxing now, He'll come out fucking throwing a 1-2 fucking slip the cross. Like, oh man, that would be hilarious. That would be fucking funny, dude. Well, yeah, okay, so check it out, boys. I was gonna open up the panel. I know I said I would, but I'm only going to go on for about 15 more minutes. I'm only going to make this a 3-hour stream. Like I said, I did get the second Pfizer jab today, so I can feel myself starting to get a little tired. I'm starting to feel a little drowsy. So yeah, yeah, that fucking bunch. No, I like my Bond a lot. I'm just imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. Like, Bond is a good guy. Like, I love me some John Morgan. John Morgan is the GOAT. So yeah, I like those guys at MMA Junkie. But yeah, Mike Vaughn does have a kind of a funny sounding voice, and I just like to tease a little bit. Anyway, but yeah, shout out to Mike Vaughn. Shout out to MMA Junkie, and of course the GOAT, John Morgan. He liked too much tweets, John Morgan. Okay, that was the card. I went 8-5. So wrong about Rose. Still eating crow. Still picking nasty raw crow out of my teeth from that Rose Namajunas Andrade fight. I mean, Rose Namajunas, Wiley Zhang. So let's talk about some of the overlying themes, and let me respond to some of the things you guys are saying in the chat. I apologize for going on a rant and not keeping up. He might, dude. He might. He's so fucking big and strong. Oh yeah, but see, like, even Till, Askren, and Diaz, a title shot against Usman. I mean, maybe, I don't know. To me, that's not really enough, but whatever. I mean, I see what you're saying though. Second one already. I have to ask you to keep the stream going. Yeah, dude. So, overlying themes, what can I say in summary? My arm is sore, I can say that. Chinese MMA definitely took a hit. It's not like they can recover from it, but they got to go back to the drawing board. Ariqi Lang, Zhu Rong, Liang Na, they all came up short, dude, and they were all in positions to really like shine on the early prelims. So with the main crowd back, that was definitely like, I'm sure Dana was not pleased about that. And not only did they lose, but then their champion, dude, China's only champion, gets fucking head kicked in the first round, dude. Just gets fucking chinned. Like, it could not have gone worse. Mongolian MMA. Mongolian MMA not looking too shabby, though. Shout out to Dana Stormbakari. He's a bad motherfucker, dude. Can't wait to see what's next for him. So, yeah, but, man, big shout out to Jeff Molina. Big shout out to Kasula Vargas. Big shout out to I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Big shout out to Brendan Allen. Brendan Allen Allen, you Louisiana bastard. Rotten bastard. You fucking but yeah, no, man. Shout out to Brendan Allen. He's dangerous, man. He's dangerous with the jiu-jitsu. So congrats to him. I'm trying to remember what the other loss was off the top of my head. Damn. Can't remember, boys. Yeah, Molina, Vargas, Allen. Oh, Anthony Smith. Forgot. Anthony Smith. Big shout out to Anthony Smith. Hey, the dude is Anthony Smith is the gatekeeper of 205, and he held the gate. He held the fucking door. Anthony Smith Hodored. He fucking Hodored. He's the gatekeeper. He held the gate. What can I say? So disappointing loss for Jimmy Crute. Anthony Smith still got it, man. Interested to see what's next for him. So yeah, big shout out to Jeff Molina. Big shout out to Kasula Vargas, to Brendan Allen, to Anthony Smith, and big old shout out to the one and only women's strawweight champion of the world, Thug Rose Namajunas. Congratulations, Rose. You proved me so wrong. Man, very impressed. To do that to Wiley, damn it, man. Can't help but tip my hat. Hats off to Rose. Hats off to all the winners. To all the losers, I hope they're able to bounce back. Weidman needs to retire. Valentina is the straw or the flyweight goat. Usman is the welterweight goat to me. We'll see what's next, man. So I hope make sure you check out Guru and Jack Attack's show, The Aftermatch. That's being rescheduled, as I understand it. So I'll be on the lookout for that. Hope y'all are too. Shout out to Jack Attack and everyone that has joined me for the stream. It was a good one, boys. It was a really good one. I'm going to keep going for a few more minutes, but I just wanted to thank everybody ahead of time. Roche Strummer, MMA Gangster. Go back through here. Jimmy the Drunk. Billy Briz. My dude, Irregardless. Noah. Banjo, of course. Like I said, Jack Attack. Owen, my dude, the Irish homie Owen. Yeah, man, Thug Rose. What can I say? She killed it, man. She killed the fucking game. Killing the game, man. Hey, that was history, dude. We witnessed history, boys. That was MMA history. That was the first person to finish Jorge Masvidal in the UFC. Kamaru Usman is the first person to stop Jorge Masvidal in the UFC. And Rose Namajunas is the first women's champion to win the belt a second time. No one has ever won the belt, lost the belt, and won it back, except for Thug Rose Namajunas. So big shout out to her. And shout out to all you guys, man. Just going back through the chat here. If I miss anybody, I sincerely apologize. It only lets me go back so far. But yeah, Noah, Ear, all you guys, man. Appreciate you. So yeah, for the last few minutes, just kind of sit here and reflect a little bit, I suppose. I mean, that was crazy, man. And Weidman, man, just retire, bro. You have nothing left to prove. Valentina and well, let's talk about this for a second. Because Valentina, I don't even know what you do with her. I think it's got to be Amanda or I don't even fucking know what. Usman, Colby next. I mean, Dana White has already pretty much said it's going to be Colby next, so that's what it's looking like. Now, like I said, he's lapping motherfuckers. So I'd like to see Colby again. Wonder Boy also. And that's why I think Leon and Wonder Boy should fight. Leon did I don't know if you want to say ducked him, but he did turn down the Wonder Boy fight. He did reject the Wonder Boy fight. I think that fight should be made. I think that's appropriate, especially if they're saying Colby. Because look, does Leon Edwards probably deserve it before Colby? Probably, yeah. But on the other hand, I don't know. Man. He already has the loss to Usman. You know, RDA, Gunner, like those aren't bad wins, but I think it's more the streak and the what if kind of thing. But on the other hand, back to the other hand, Colby just got knocked the fuck out by Usman. Edwards lost the decision. Granted, I think that Usman got a lot better from the first Leon fight to the first Colby fight, but still, like Colby just got knocked the fuck out. I don't think it'll go a whole lot different this time. I think he'll probably stop Colby again. To be honest with you, I think he stops Colby again. Another camp with Whitman? Nah, dude. Nah. They're still about like the same age. He's still in his mid 30s. He'll only be 34, maybe by the time they fight. No, this is Usman. Usman is building toward his peak, and it's scary. It's scary how fucking good he's getting. Every single fight he's looking better. Every single fight he's doing something that people are like, "Oh damn, I didn't think that was gonna happen." Yeah. Well, the last couple, I did think those were gonna happen, but it's surprising a lot of people. It's not surprising me. I know how good that's why I'm a stan boy. That's why I'm a stan of Usman. It wasn't like I just decided to like him because other people didn't like him. It was I didn't like the guy, thought he was cringy as fuck on the mic. I was kind of a Tyron Woodley fan. He demolished Woodley. I was like, man, fuck, dude. But that was when it opened my eyes. I was like, damn, I knew how good Woodley was, and he ragdolled him. And I was like, fuck, man. That's Woodley that just, you know, he's been defending his title. He defended his title 3 times himself. So, fuck, man. And I still consider Wonder Boy one of the best strikers. So, at that time, Woodley was very highly regarded, and Usman just dominated him, dude. And that was kind of opened my eyes. I was like, man, this guy's really good. It's like, yeah, he's cringy, but like, and it's just been building since then. Like, my respect for him as a fighter, and like, dude, it's just, and now I'm just full fledged stan boy. I beat that fucking Usman drum, and yeah, I'll debate anybody that tries to tell me that, you know, Usman isn't the best fucking welterweight. So yeah, that's kind of what I think about it. Looking forward to checking out this next card. It's headlined by Dominic Reyes and Yuri Prohaska. That is an incredible fight. Light heavyweight is just so fucking awesome right now. It's so sweet. So I'm really looking forward to that one. And I have not had a chance to really look at the card. I know what the main event is, and that's about it. So I'm going to check that out in the next couple days. Normally, I like to do a stream on Wednesday. We'll see. Like I said, I just got the second jab today. I'll see what I feel like after tomorrow. The first one I got, I felt fine the day of, and the next day, I started feeling a little under the weather the second day after. The third day after, that's when I got sick. That's when I was like, okay, feels like I have the flu. It feels like I'm like hot and cold at the same time. Like, you know, feel like I'm going to shit myself, feel like I'm going to puke. Like none of that happened, but it felt like when the flu is building and it's like you can't control like your fever or feeling sick, or you can't control shit. That's kind of what it felt like. And then when I was starting to feel like, oh God, I can't take this, it was like it just went away. And I feel like that'll probably happen again. So we're just preparing for that, like drinking a bunch of fucking electrolytes and fluids and stuff, and just pre-hydrating for in preparation. So we'll see how it goes. But if I'm feeling okay, I'll come back on Wednesday and we'll preview this card. And if I feel good on Thursday, Thursday I won't be able to do it because I gotta go back to the dentist and get some fucking cavities filled. But so I'm not looking forward to that. But maybe Wednesday, if I'm not feeling like shit, I'll fucking come back and stream. But yeah. Can I see anyone stopping Usman? Wonder Boy, maybe. Hard to see Leon doing it because Leon, I don't think, will let his hands go enough. And I think Usman will. They both got good jabs, but I think Usman is a little bit more durable, and I think Usman is definitely a better grappler and just stronger than Leon. I just think he'll be a little to a lot better everywhere. I think it'll just be another dominant decision. I don't know if he'll knock Leon out, but I can't really see anyone, because that's the thing with Wonder Boy. Like Wonder Boy, unless he lands like a crazy like head kick, I don't see that happening. Like you look at the guy that Wonder Boy like knocks out with head kicks, and it's like Jake Ellenberger and people like Campman and shit like that. So it's like, yeah, he's like Wonder Boy's an incredible striker, but I just don't see him one striking Usman. I think he would have to. And you look, even in the fights that he wins, Wonder Boy is incredible. Wonder Boy is one of my favorite fighters. I like Stephen Wonder Boy Thompson a lot. I have a lot of respect for Wonder Boy. But Wonder Boy, he's just going to get lit up too much, I think, by Usman. I think he's just going to get hit too much. I think that he's not going to be able to. Usman's pressure, I just don't think Wonder Boy at this stage, I don't think he's going to be able to keep Usman off him for 5 rounds. And I think Usman will eventually just overwhelm him. So that's kind of how I see that one going. But I don't see anybody having anything for Kamaru Usman. I think he's going to reign for a few years. But yeah, it was, man, that was such a crazy event, dude. Like UFC 261 was so fucking awesome. I enjoyed watching that so much, man. I hope y'all did too. It really was like, you got your money's worth with that one for sure. Want to thank everybody that came through the stream today. I apologize I didn't open the stream up. I went on and rambled as I'm one to do. But it was a good one, man. We had 11, 12 people in here at one point. So I always love seeing those double digits. That's something I definitely take pride in for a tiny channel like this. So I appreciate all the support that you guys show me. It really means a lot. And I'm going to keep going with it. I'm going to, like I said, if I don't feel like total dog shit, I'm going to come back on Wednesday and fucking we'll get right back into it. Move on to this fucking card, which has a banger of a headliner. So, once again, thank y'all so much. I appreciate everyone that stopped through today. And I look forward to this next card, man. Hope to be back on Wednesday. And be on the lookout for the aftermatch on MMA Prediction Guru's channel with him and my dude, Jackie Boy. Check that out. I hope y'all have a good evening, and I hope to catch y'all on the next stream. This has been just my 2 cents. Peace!